Hey, what up? It's your homie Dorrough Music, aka 6'3", man. If y'all ain't subscribed to Real Life Street Stars, make sure y'all hit that button right now. Tune in to the interview. Dorrough Music 6'3".
Real life. If that shit ain't real life,
it ain't real life. Just ain't real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Real life street stars. Hold on. You got him here. The voice of Dallas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dorrough Music, man. Once again, he's back.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Mr. 6'3". But man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Right now, we kind of upset right now, man. I'm talking about on our side of the camera, man.
Yeah. How y'all feeling?
We just recently, like less than 2 hours ago, seen a video, right?
Yeah.
Drop of Sexyy Red.
Yeah.
Get it sexy.
Yeah.
And boy, if I didn't see Fabo snapping,
Man.
Soulja Boy telling them, Drake co-signing, Aiden Ross co-signing them. I'm glad we got you here right now because this interview was gonna go down regardless. We was gonna kind of move around that, but to see Sexyy Red drop off the Get It Sexy, which is #1 on I believe Apple Music, a few other platforms, it's one of the #1 streaming songs right now. Yeah, and for the music video to drop. Which, of course, anyone who knows when they hear that beat, they know, hey, that's that Halle Berry, that's that Dorrough, that's that Dallas swag that was pushed all the way through this section to get to where however it got to. So I'm glad I got you here because the moment you see that video drop, which you already knew the song, you already knew what it was with the song, but when you see the video to where you see the long, tall tees, you see the skating rink, and you see him snapping Fabo.
Oh man.
The whole Atlanta swag.
I saw it.
Bro, I'm saying, I was personally upset. I mean, we still talking about like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dorrough, what did you feel? What did you see? What did you say when you see that shit?
First off, it's just another ball drop. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get to that in a minute. You know, but even before I say that, I'm going to shout out to Sexyy Red first. I'm going to shout out to Sexyy Red and her team for actually doing that record. You know what I'm saying?
First and
for
foremost.
a lot of different reasons. First of all, off top, it's the #1 record in the world right now.
#1.
It automatically make the Dallas sound, the sound, and the #1 sound in the world right now, off top. Now, we not getting that credit because the ball was dropped a long time ago and it comes from a lot of different things and it comes back to the city. The L, I say this is a big L. I say this is a big L for Dallas that will turn into a W, but at this spot right now, it's an L because the culture is not being represented in that video, and that has nothing to do with ATL. Shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to everybody that got a part with that song and movement, but that has nothing to do with the ATL movement at all. You get what I'm saying? And Sexyy Red, I guarantee you, and I highly doubt she know that. I highly doubt that she knows the connection and the backstory to this song, so that's why I don't feel a way about Sexyy Red. And if anything, I feel a way about the city of Dallas, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna include myself in this. I'm gonna put everybody in the city of Dallas in this box. Every single person, every rapper, every artist, every producer, every media outlet. You know what I'm saying? We for all get in this box right now because we're gonna talk about it.
I mean, our job is to bring a voice to the voiceless.
Yeah.
And I feel like some people's voice may not ring that hard. That's why we have literally Dorrough sitting right here with the Real Life Street Stars. It's like we're the like almost epicenter to start this conversation. But first and foremost, how old is Sexyy Red? Anybody know how old?
I think it's like 23, 24.
23, 24?
Yeah.
So young. So maybe when that song came out, she's a kid.
She a kid. So look, Sexyy Red heard the song as a kid. She liked the song, she loved the song, and she automatically associated with what was going on with Atlanta just because she from St. Louis for one. Yeah. And so that, like I say, like I genuinely feel like Sexyy Red has no idea of this backstory 100%. Get what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you why it ain't on Sexyy Red at this point. Now, I am upset, first of all, even when she dropped her song, the song got big quick.
Got big quick. TikTok.
Everybody in Dallas the conversation should have been started simply because now this is what just happened. She just dropped the video. The culture is Atlanta. Atlanta gets the credit for that. That takes away from every artist, every producer, everybody that's been building in Dallas. Like, that was a free W for the city if it's represented right. Because what people don't know, you feel me? Let me tell y'all what was going on back during the Dallas Boogie time when all this was happening.
Yeah.
When that shit was popping, everybody was winning. And when I say everybody, not just the rappers, not just the producers. It was the DJs winning, it was the media, it was anybody that was connected to this, even motherfuckers that's just doing business in Dallas. If you was representing Dallas and you was part of that culture, you won in whatever outlet you was in, because you had so much noise and traffic and eyes and attention on the city because of the movement that we had, right? Yeah. So every time that don't happen, and every time it's a chance for that to happen in the city, that's a chance for everybody in the city that's doing whatever the fuck they doing. It don't matter what you doing. If you from Dallas and you represent the city and you of the culture, and when I say Dallas, I'm talking about DFW, Fort Worth too, Atlanta. It ain't just the city. It's everything in this whole metroplex. When something like that happens and then we don't, get the credit for it, everybody take a L, because that's what people don't know is the only thing from an entertainment and music standpoint that Dallas can claim is the Dallas Boogie sound. That's the only thing Dallas can claim. It's the only thing that we really own. The Dallas Boogie sound, the dances, the everything that was going, the haircuts, everything, the dressing, everything that was going on in that culture is the only thing that the city of Dallas can claim. Nothing else. We like to, in our city, I don't know why we like this, but we like to dick ride everything else. Niggas want to sound like they from Memphis. Niggas want to sound like they from Atlanta. Niggas want to sound like they from Chicago. And nigga, we got real culture here. You feel me? The only people who's supposed to do that is from niggas from small towns who don't got no culture to pull from themselves. Nigga, if anything, pull from, I'd rather see niggas pulling from Houston culture, because at least that's still Texas. And they invite, and sometimes Houston pull from our culture as well. So, but niggas, for like the last, I'm gonna say like the last 10 years, but especially the last 6-7 years, all I see for the most part is Dallas people in entertainment dick riding the other sounds, other cities, mainly Atlanta, Memphis, and Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And we got our own culture. So now what happens is when you don't dick ride your own city or support your own city or get, you know what I'm saying, do that, you get your shit took. And now the #1 song in the world is a Dallas sound, literally, and niggas from Dallas ain't benefiting from it. And Atlanta for the benefit from that, just from the video. Because guess what? All the kids that be on TikTok and watching this of Sexyy Red, they in the world of that. So now it's for to be a big, them motherfuckers for to get a whole big boost off that, and that has nothing to do with Atlanta culture, and I love Atlanta. I fuck with a lot of people from Atlanta, a lot of producers, a lot of artists. I fuck with them, but that's just not Atlanta culture in no kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So like the industry, I know you've been in the industry.
Yeah.
And you just been doing your thing.
Yeah.
But how does this happen? Who are the people? Like, it's got to be somebody at the top that's pulling the strings. Well, you need to go here. Who represents us that could stop this?
All right, so in this particular situation, I'll come back. Hold on. Shout out to my nigga Svpastarr. Me and my nigga Svpastarr rocking, but we still always got to go back to the pieces of it. This the thing, man, like, no matter what in life, bro, like, it's gonna always come back to the roots of shit, no matter what. This is a full circle moment, you know what I'm saying, of the same shit we was going through when this whole thing happened the first time. But when I was took off the original song and they gave it to Hurricane Chris, which, you know what I'm saying, what happened was, and this is me talking to everybody back then, and I was a part of that, Svpastarr and his camp. You know what I'm saying? And it really wasn't even Svpastarr. It was really, his manager at the time. I'm going to call his name out, D-Will. You know what I'm saying? And D-Will cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no beef between nobody now because we grown and mature, but this is what happens. See, when I was on the song in the original version that we pushed, I was the one breaking the shit. I was in the clubs in Dallas. I was in the clubs in Houston. I was in the clubs in Austin. Svpastarr approached me on the song because I was in motion like that. I was most popping rapper at PV. I had PV on lock, and I was in motion in the clubs in Dallas, and I was in motion in the clubs in Houston, Austin, and everything surrounding Texas, Oklahoma, all that. So that when I got on the song, I was already in motion. I already had walked that walk. I was in the clubs every fucking night. So what happens is, then I go and I keep going, and then, you know, we'll get to the ice cream paint job shit happen. But anyway, I got on a worldwide platform, and everything that was attached to me was getting attached to Dallas, the way it should have been anyway. When they took me off that song, I'm not on it no more. So the attachment is not there, and I'm the one on the worldwide platform speaking on all this stuff. So detaching me from it automatically made it in a weird space, because Svpastarr gave his power away to Hurricane Chris.
That's about to ask. As you're telling the story,
in
your mindset at that time, once you're taking off, who owns this song? Like, whose song is this from?
I got the actual documentation of the song, the copyright. I literally got this, and I'm gonna send this to you so you can put this in the thing. Yeah. And on this paperwork, the official copyright claim to Halle Berry, way before the Hurricane Chris version and everything else, it's me, Q Smith, and Svpastarr. On the original documentary, it's just me, Q Smith, and Svpastarr. That's it. That's all.
Oh. So
shout out to PlaynSkillz. Shout out to Hurricane Chris, because we all done had this talking. We all cool now, but they wasn't a part of that original thing. I got the actual documentation, and there's 3 names on there. It's my name, it's Q Smith's name, and it's Svpastarr name.
So, you know, on the original interview with Svpastarr, he says that he was forced to do it.
Forced to do what?
Give the song up to Hurricane Chris.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. So Svpastarr from Killeen, Texas, bro. Like, and Svpastarr, to keep it real, Svpastarr basically was a producer at PV and in my group Primetime Click that created a massive hit that was way too big for what he had going on. So he had a lot of people around him that came in his camp and everything, and they navigated him. See, it was never really Svpastarr making these decisions.
He said he was still in school.
Huh?
He was still in class.
He was still in school, bro. Like, and like he just wasn't business savvy. He was just an artist. He was a dope producer and an artist. He was just dope at that, but he wasn't he wasn't in motion like that to even know what to even do and be aware of. And so his camp was doing it. And they the ones push it in this direction, bro. So when you say force, like, I ain't gonna say like they put a gun to his head type shit, but you know what I'm saying? They knew that they knew. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
The way I asked him, he was like, nah, he's like, it was going like that. And then
I'm pretty sure homie got pressure.
Yeah, he said it was gonna happen because I think Jeff said it was some gangster shit. He was like, I wasn't no gangster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was gonna happen.
I'm pretty sure like that song was so big, bro. That's why it's so funny, because we ain't talking about, I'm talking about Halle Berry was here, and then it exploded, which is my whole thing. This is the same argument I had then. I used to tell Q Smith all the time, and I told Svpastarr back then when we was talking, I'm like, why the fuck would Svpastarr get his song away? Like, this shit is a massive hit already. We already on major radio stations. We already on Dallas radio, both stations, K104, 97.9, in full rotation, not mixed show. Nigga, I'm talking about every hour you hearing this song. Be in full rotation on Houston radio. For the people who don't know, that's 2 top 10 markets right there.
Right there.
And my nigga, like, and we in Oklahoma City.
Arkansas.
We in Arkansas, everything in that state, and we in Kansas and Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? We already in super motion. So when homie did the deal that he did and did everything he did, I was confused, because I'm like, that's some shit that would have made sense if they would have approached us at PV when we was still on the yard and nobody got nothing going on in the song, ain't on radio, nowhere, and they just like, oh, this a hit, and they come and approach that deal. But it was already in super duper motion when he did this situation, and that came from the people that was around him that, for whatever reason, they didn't want me attached to it because I had too much motion. And yeah, people were associating with the song more with me than it was Svpastarr, but it's for obvious reasons. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you were the guy. And real quick, we're gonna take it back a little bit because I got to get your take on it. So you see Sexyy Red, you hear this song, Get It Sexy.
Yeah.
Shout out Glorilla, she has a Yeah Glow. Both of them are coming up, but Get It Sexy is kind of more of that hood chant.
Yeah, facts.
Once you hear, this is before the video, of course, once you hear the beat, who called you and told you who put you on game?
When it first came out?
When it first dropped.
I want to say I caught it on the blog, and as soon as I heard it, you got to understand, during this time back then, we heard Halle Berry so much. As soon as I heard it, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. And I heard that it was actually, the one that they used is actually the original version. It's not even the Hurricane Chris version. It's the original version is the one that they got on the song. That's the first thing I heard. I want to say I was just scrolling on the gram and heard it on, because when she dropped, for whatever reason, like that shit just went. She didn't even drop the song and put it out yet. She just dropped the clip of her
twerking or something.
Yeah. And I saw that. And when I saw it, I was somewhere. I was out of town. I want to say I was at the airport or something. And I saw it, and I was just like, I know this ain't with it. Because when I saw Sexyy Red doing it, and I just saw and heard it, I'm like, oh, this shit finna happen again.
Do you make a post about it?
Nah, I didn't say nothing.
You stay quiet. So,
nah,
quiet.
Me and Q Smith, I probably hit Q Smith up the next day. You know what I'm saying? He was the first person I hit about it, and we had a conversation. But nah, I didn't make a post. I ain't do nothing crazy, because I already be knowing like shit gonna always come full circle. So it was kind of funny because the motion and the way that I'm moving anyway, it's a lot of stuff going on. So that was just another situation where I'm like, okay, it's gonna force me to talk about this situation. Because in the last 5 years, bro, every time I've done an interview, from No Jumper to y'all everywhere I go, the question always have came up about Halle Berry. This ain't even a new question. Yeah, but now it's showing me
it's a new part of the story, though.
It's showing me that people really gotta know the story, because it took a new leap. It went from the version to the Hurricane version to the Sexyy Red. Now it's a whole new thing, and it's the #1 song in the world, and that really means something.
So let me ask, whenever, and this is for up and coming artists or artists who already, cause I seen Mike Jones do the same thing with NLE Chopper.
Yeah.
When you hear someone sampling a song that you're on, do you immediately attack, or do you let it breathe?
Yeah.
And let it do what it's supposed to do?
Shout out to Mike Jones, shout out to NLE Chopper, but I don't think he should have did that. Like, at the end of the day, bro, music gotta exposed to happen. Sexyy Red was supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be happy about it, but the stuff that it gotta be put together right before so it never be these other issues. If I'm Mike Jones and LA Chopper stopping my song, I'm gonna let them go with it.
Let them go.
Lola Brooks did a song called Pit Stop a few months ago. And her whole line is buddy, some Pit Stop, something. The song called Pit Stop.
Oh, yeah. You damn sure right.
Her and French Montana.
Yeah.
And then French Montana on his verse used the whole line, but I didn't even attack them in no kind of way. Like, I got publishing for it automatically just on some other shit, but that's what's supposed to happen.
You're supposed to let that
You're supposed to let the shit go, bro. Like, if you make music, it should get, if it's good, it should get sampled at some point. And you're supposed to let it go. I don't like the culture where motherfuckers go attack the artist, and then that make motherfuckers not even want to do the shit. Like, that's not how you're supposed to do it. That's why I ain't mad at Sexyy Red. I'm just saying that I feel like if she and her camp knew the story, they would have came to Dallas and did that shit. That's supposed to be the Dallas Boogie in that video.
So let me ask you then.
It was a whole dance to that shit.
Yeah, because it's y'all's 3 names on it. Wouldn't you say you're probably one of the biggest voices that should have said something about?
We saying it now.
Yeah. We talking now because the video just dropped.
Going on Twitter, bro, that shit is weak. Like, I mean, because the only thing I could have went is made a tweet or put the camera in my face and do that. But now I already knew, bro. You got to understand, I already got a lot of shit going on, and we was already for do an interview. So I already knew that, okay, well, it made sense for me to talk about it now. It's still fresh. She wasn't going to change. It wasn't going to get there like that, bro. Like.
So let me ask you, I believe Drake is very cultured. He spent a lot of time in H-Town, and when you hear a song like that, I know he knows where it came from.
Well,
I'm assume he knows
all the
where it
people
came
in the
from.
video, Soulja, everybody in Atlanta, they all know that's some Dallas shit. They all know.
I wouldn't put it on Drake, but Soulja Boy,
Soulja.
he know.
Yeah, that's more so. I wouldn't put that on Drake. I put that more on Soulja, because Soulja done lived out here. Like, he done stayed in the DFW. He know he done fuck with He know
Spain and Will, and he done fuck with all the niggas.
He done fuck with everybody in Dallas. Like, Soulja Boy was on my remix.
Facts.
So like, and like, but this the thing though. If you're a Soulja Boy, you still gonna, motherfuckers not gonna do it. If Sexyy Red, if I'm Soulja Boy and Sexyy Red approach me on that shit, you just gonna do it. Even if you knowing, because you gotta already know motherfuckers not gonna, especially in Dallas. I'm telling you, bro, this is Dallas' fault. It's Dallas people fault, because y'all want to dick ride everything else. It's Dallas artists and producers first because they want to create different sounds and not be on no Texas shit or no Dallas shit. It comes down to Dallas first. It don't even matter. Like, Fabo and all them, everybody that was in the video, they know there was some Dallas shit. But shit, they smart for taking the ride. Why would you? If you finna get this free look, you ain't finna be, I'm not finna take this look, cause that's written, man, they're gonna take that shit. That's Dallas' fault, bro.
Integrity, though. Music integrity.
Man, niggas don't, you gotta automatically assume that people don't have that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I move. I automatically assume that niggas ain't gonna have. Now, if they do, then you surprised about it, and that's a good thing. But I'm gonna automatically assume that niggas ain't gonna do the right thing. I move like that in life. You know what I'm saying? And if they do the right thing, then that's the surprise, and I'll take that and move how I move with that information. But no, I didn't even expect them to speak up and be like that. Cause why the fuck? Cause that's a look for them. Once again, Sexyy Red has the biggest record in the country at this moment. She got the most. When you got the number one song, that means you got the most motion, the most attention, the most everything. Who's gonna turn that down? So them looks is putting more money in their pocket. So everybody in Dallas lose because Sexyy Red was supposed to be in Dallas and with nothing but Dallas cameos and culture doing the fucking the Boogie and the Halle Berry. It was an actual dance to this song. She chose to do the lean with it snap because that's what resonated. And honestly, like I said, I don't know if Sexyy Red and her team know that was Dallas shit, but I'm gonna assume that they didn't. And I truly believe they didn't.
So who was she supposed to contact? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because, we have representatives. We have like Mr. Hit That. Hey, baby.
All right, so now this is what's supposed to happen. She wasn't supposed to do nothing but what she did. Now, when the story get out and her team find out, they should reach out to the city, to whomever they're connected with, and they're all connected. They done runs. Everybody run through Dallas. It's the biggest market. You gotta come through Dallas. So I don't give a fuck if you reaching out to the radio station, whether it's a Hit That, a Baby, a goddamn 97.9 K104, RealLyfe Street Stars, Dorrough. I don't give anybody. It don't matter who you reach out to. If they doing that, it's gonna connect to the source. They should reach out to goddamn me Superstar. They didn't even reach out to Hurricane Chris. Was actually weird. That's crazy.
Hurricane Chris. Hurricane Chris.
You know what I'm saying? I thought he was gonna at least be in the video. They didn't even do that.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like Dallas, man. And again, the way we started this off was, man, we're upset because you're right. We did drop a ball, and it seemed like we keep dropping the ball when it comes to the Dallas Boogie movement, the Dallas Boogie era, to where like. It's almost like maybe we don't even want to own the Dallas. Like you said, that's our culture.
Yeah.
But it seems like some people don't want to own that. I forgot who it was. I think it was, shout out Ricochet. Ricochet, Plain Jane. He's like, I don't like performing my goddamn Dallas Boogie hit. And I'm like, say, man, like, part of me understands, but the other part of me is like, bro, you have to own your culture of what your city is.
Facts.
So I'm like, maybe it's a situation where we don't mind giving it away, or we just don't want
to. I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro. And it's crazy. First of all, we the most prideful city in the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? We prideful like niggas from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we want to be prideful about the shit we want to be prideful about. And I'm gonna tell you where it started at. When the Dallas Boogie movement blew up, I was the one on the forefront in New York and all these places in media fighting for the shit, and I really wasn't even no Boogie artist. Yeah, I had this songs like Walk That Walk, I was on the Halle Berry, but my arsenal of music wasn't nowhere near like that. But the sound, I claim the sound because I love rapping on the Dallas Boogie sound. With that being said, it didn't even matter. It was our shit, so I was out there fighting for the shit. Yeah. What happened was you had another side of Dallas that didn't want the Dallas Boogie sound to be the premier sound or the face of the city. So you had that other side of the Dallas that really influenced and not supported the Dallas Boogie movement, and it died down. And as soon as it died down, everybody else took the culture from it and made they shit. And that's what happened with the Dallas Boogie. It was really Dallas. Once again, it comes down to the city of Dallas. We didn't support our shit. Well, I don't know why the fuck we weren't proud of it, because nigga, even ATL culture started on their dance culture for the most part. When you talk some hip hop shit, it's all type of lanes and levels, but you gotta own what you can actually claim. Right. We can't, and this for to make some niggas mad, but nigga, we can't claim trap music. Yeah. It ain't to say that it ain't niggas in Dallas that's really trapping and making that type of music and doing it good. You can't claim it though. We don't own it. They got there first.
Yeah,
they got there first. So And when I say they got there first, I'm talking about Atlanta and Memphis. That's who can claim that more than Dallas can. In every city in the world, you got the same things going on. You got motherfuckers in the street lane. You got niggas that's trapping. You got niggas that's dancing. You got niggas doing whatever the fuck in every city. But like whatever becomes the energy of that city first normally starts off with the face is. It don't mean that niggas can't do that. But what I'm trying to say is, for whatever reason, nigga, Dallas want to claim the trap shit so hard, but we really don't own that. But you know what we do own? We own the Dallas boogie. The sound, the dance, the style, everything that was going on there, that is the only thing the Dallas entertainment music side owns at this point, and we can say we own it.
So let me ask you this. When you was coming up, you said, you know, your music wasn't quite the Dallas boogie sound. Mm-hmm. And from what you saw, and this ain't from the artist who was doing that, but this is from the people in the club, the gangsters, the nigga, the trappers, or whoever. Yeah. Do you feel they just wasn't fucking with the boogie?
Oh, they was. Everybody was.
Yeah, I'm about to say, wasn't everybody doing it? So why don't you think like, because I remember niggas who didn't dance was dancing. And I'm like, why was niggas like so reserved about pushing it into the forefront?
I don't know why niggas didn't claim that shit, because the bitches fuck with the Dallas boogie movement. You know what I'm saying? The bitches fuck with the niggas who was fucking with it. At that time, nigga, it didn't mean like some of the most gangster niggas I know was the most boogieing niggas I knew. So when it started happening, I couldn't understand why the fuck niggas want to claim. Niggas started getting embarrassed because it was other people in other cities was like, oh, look at them dancing ass niggas, this, and that. But nigga, they were just hating because the bitches was fucking with it. So you had niggas that wasn't whatever the fuck they were. I'm a private nigga. I'm a type of nigga. I'm a rep regardless. I ain't even gotta be. If some niggas with me and we together, whatever they own, if once I had to make my own decision that I'm fucking with it, then I'm fucking with it. But with that being said, a lot of niggas weren't like that, bro. And like I remember being out there on the forefront and looking back like, what the fuck happened to you niggas? Why y'all niggas ain't repping like that? No, this shit is all over the world. And then you see the Cali niggas taking the shit like, man, bro. I mean, man.
And it's crazy because you went to PB where H-Town and Dallas was both there. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Dallas niggas, when that boogie era really kind of kicked off, it could be Dallas niggas grabbing the females,
nigga, Dallas.
H-Town niggas kind of like, I can see them hating on like,
when I got the PV, bro, I got the PV 05, bro, like, and it was Dallas, it was the Heat, it was Dallas versus Houston. And honestly, bro, if I'm being honest, when you at PV and in the state of Texas, if you always had to say it was a hierarchy, at that time, it actually was Houston, except at this point. This is the first time where Dallas took the turn and Dallas ran PV. Everybody fucked with the culture. Even the H-Town niggas started fucking with it. I had Primetime Click. We was half Dallas and half Houston. I was the only nigga down there doing it because it was really divided. You either had to be Dallas and Houston. And we was all Dallas. We was all glued up and fucking with each other heavy. But I was the only nigga that was, if I ran into a dope H-Town nigga, my closest homie, shout out to DA, RIP DA, you know what I'm saying, was H-Town nigga. And half my Primetime Click was H-Town. We was Houston and Dallas. So that's how we really got popping so hard, because we was kind of getting everything. But it was highly Dallas versus Houston. But Dallas ran PV. Because the Dallas boogie sound, everything was about parties. The sound, we was down there with the leather hat song and the leather short song with our own music. Tom music was all over everything. It was nothing but Dallas at this time. And it was the first time where you seen Dallas beat a hierarchy over Houston. And that ain't no shout out to Houston, because I fuck with Houston. I actually blew up in Houston because I was in Prairie View. So like, it ain't even that, because it's really like Texas is one thing. I really want to see everybody on their Texas shit. I even want to see Houston, new artists more on Houston shit. You know what I'm saying? And you seeing some of it, but like, bro, I could talk all day on that.
All right, well, let's do it like this, because I want to make sure that we, again, Svpastarr did come in. He did speak on Halle Berry, and I want to basically address some of the things, because he says one thing that I kind of took towards, like, man, did the role kind of have playing that? He said, after the song came out and the deal went the way it went, after you got on Ice Cream Paint Job, you got lowered up. And then therefore, when Hurricane Chris grabbed it, when it wasn't looking around like who's supposed to own the song, your lawyers have put a cease and desist out there to where this song cannot make no money, except for like 3 or 4 years when nobody eating off this song. Can you explain what that was? Like, or whatever happened, or why it happened?
Yeah, I saw that. So it was never a cease and desist ever. A cease and desist means the song comes down, it stopped. It's not even. So if somebody did a cease and desist right now successfully on the Sexyy Red record, and I ain't gonna put that energy out there because that ain't what we want. The song wouldn't even be streamable. You can't go listen to it. You can't sell it. You can't get no access to it except, if you get it on some street shit, right? That's what cease and desist mean. That never happened. What Svpastarr was speaking on was, once that shit happened and motherfuckers tried to take the song and do it the wrong way and not, do it the way that it was supposed to be done. Yeah, my team and lawyers came in the mix to fix that. Yeah. And the process of fixing that does slow up the money. It wasn't no 3 or 4 years, nothing like that. But it did slow it up because they got to figure out, how to break it down. And that hurt me because I wasn't getting paid from that either the whole time. But nigga, I wasn't feeling nobody like, nigga, I'm the one that broke the song. I was the one in the motherfucking, all this footage is out, bro. Like, this is documented. I was the one that broke the song, literally. So you think I didn't feel a way about getting took off the song?
Oh yeah, nah.
Yeah. So that's what he was on. From his perspective, he probably felt that way and saw it that way, but nah, that ain't what happened. It was never a cease and desist on the song.
He said in his interview that, the money slowed us so bad that he had to go back to work and he was working at the Houston Zoo.
Yeah.
Were you in communication with him at the time? Like that?
Nah, we had fella. So me and Svpastarr was cool the whole time until just randomly, like, it just got so split that it didn't even make sense for me to be cool with Svpastarr, because at that time, I was mad at Svpastarr just because, nigga, you missed your opportunity. The reason why, bro, like I say, when you see motherfuckers do these type of situations, it's rare. It happens in the very early stages. Not when the song is already considered a real hit, like in real life. So I was mad at Svpastarr because I'm like, bro, you would be eating more and I would be eating more if we would just kept doing what we was doing. Right after that, I got a deal because Walk That Walk was out before Halle Berry, and it was moving. So let's just say this Walk That Walk is moving like this. It's already out. It's going, it keep going up, but it's slowly going up. It didn't go fast, slowly going up. Halle Berry came after that, and that bitch just boom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So once this happened, I did a deal for Walk That Walk maybe like a couple months after this, and his song was bigger, so it was only a matter of time that he was finna get offered a major deal for Walk That Walk just by getting radio spins in Dallas and Houston. So it made no sense. So the reason why, and shout out to Svpastarr, bro. Like I said, I fuck with Svpastarr. We put this way back, but I still gotta address it. Like, if he had to go back, and I didn't even know that he had to go back to work and all this shit. Yeah. But if that's the case, it's because you gave your hit away. You literally gave your hit away, nigga. You think I would have gave Walk That Walk to anybody? Nigga, I put so much into Walk That Walk, bro. Nigga, Jay-Z wouldn't have been able to get that hoe from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have tried to work
Jay-Z.
I wouldn't have gave that hoe to him. Nigga, I would have been like, bro, let's do a deal type shit. Nigga, like, basically, his team made him give away the song, put him on the last verse, and he really wasn't even in the video.
Yeah, they said they hold him on the video. They said it was two. He said it was 2 videos done.
I believe
one
that.
where he's all through it, and the other one where he's.
I believe it.
The last couple of seconds.
Yeah, that's labels game because they was trying to paint the narrative they wanted. But see, when you sign your shit away, that's what they got the power to do that.
Yeah.
So I felt the way about that because I'm like, I was mad at Svpastarr because I'm like, nigga, I'm the one put the work in this shit. Like, you got that shit popping in Killeen, I got that shit popping at Prairie View, Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Kansas, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? So Killeen is a very small city. So I felt the way.
I want you to explain it because that's what another thing he said. He said he would pull up to shows and they say, hey, we already did the guy who does Halle Berry. Yeah. Who were you? And he said maybe you were doing shows and not letting him know the communication wasn't there as far as the shows that he would pull up to, and they said, we already got the guy.
Yeah.
And why are we getting
that was D. Will, like his cousin / manager at the time, basically not communicating with Svpastarr. Because at the end of the day, bro, I was already doing shows, bro. And once again, shout out to D. Will. This ain't no slug in him. I done seen D. Will in the H. I don't even got no animosity about the situation no more, but we getting to the truth now. Right. So when I see the Sexyy Red shit, it puts me in a mindset like, okay, the full truth gotta just come out and we gotta get this shit one time and get it out the way.
Yeah.
So long story short, bro, I was already doing shows. I was already in motion. Walk That Walk was, it it wasn't mainstream, but in Texas it was, in Louisiana and Oklahoma. So in those 3 states, nigga, I'm doing every major city and small town already before Halle Berry even come out. So I'm already in that motion. So when I'm doing shows, when I get on Halle Berry, I'm just adding that to my show set now. I had 2 popping songs in the club. This before Ice Cream Paint Job. I had Walk That Walk. I had a song called Caramel Sunday. I actually had 3 records. I had a mixtape record. I did a record on the Gorilla Zoe beat, the hood nigga beat, and that shit was ringing off at Preview and everywhere else. Yeah. I really had 3 records that was in the clubs everywhere, so I was already doing shows. So what he was talking about was basically like, yeah, nigga, I'm booked, and of course it's in my show set because that was the agreement. Like, nigga, like, you put me on a song to get it popping. And now I'm getting it popping. So yeah, he probably was going to places that I already performed at and they was saying it, whatever. But nigga, that ain't had nothing to do with me.
What did you, when you heard first, because he said he brought you to Clean to see, he like, hey, let me take you to Clean so you can see this song and see what it is. Yeah. And he said there's footage of you in the back, like, just like saying, oh shit.
That's true. But I had already hopped on the song. We hadn't put it out yet. This is how I got to the song. So what happened was Q and Svpastarr approached me about the song and getting on it, right? Soon as I heard the song at PV, I didn't need to see nobody. Nigga, when I heard it, before it even got to his verse, and I just heard I'm like, oh, this a hit, nigga. It's a hit. Like, it wasn't even nothing I had to be convinced on. I'm a music nigga. Like, I knew. I'm like, this a hit. And I knew it was a real hit. Mm-hmm. So then Merk was my DJ, and we was moving. We was already, this is another thing, we was already flooding the campus with CDs. We had a method of how we was doing the shit. We was moving like a little label ourselves, putting our own money into the shit and putting out mixtapes and shit. So like, what happened was I hopped on the song. When they brought it to me, I had my own studio. You know what I'm saying? We had our own studio and I did the record. But then this was what happened was him and his team, they did book us and have us come out to a show to Colleen. And see, now I didn't know the perspective. I didn't know that's what they was doing. I didn't know in their mind that they was on some shit where like, we need to let Dorrough see this, and that. The way they approached me was like, hey, nigga, we want to book you on the show, because they threw me like a couple $100 at this time. You know what I'm saying? Boom, it wasn't like I just went to Colleen. Yeah. But we went as Primetime Click, and we did go out there, and it was like, I did the song. Obviously, it take time at that time, because this is when we burning CDs and get shit pressed up. So if you do a song today, you can get that shit out the same day because of how digital shit is, this and that. But I hopped on the song, and then like that same week, we went to Colleen. And then, yeah, I did see that. I was in the club, and I did see the reaction and where it was in Colleen. That was just more inspiration to do the song. But I had already told myself it was a hit, which is why I had already recorded it. Then when we got back to PV, we put it out. But see, we had to press the CDs up. We was the one putting our own money. I'm the one, me and Q Smith is the one to put our dollars in this shit, bro. We flooded the campus with it. Not just that, with everything else we was doing, but we even made some separate CDs for that. But that was all my money and Q Smith money. You know what I'm saying? So we just had time to press that shit up. But as soon as we got back from that Colleen show, that was the first thing we did. And it was off my movement, and we got PV popping right within the next 2 weeks. Type shit. So yeah, that's how that happened.
Now, let me say this, because Rook was asking Svpastarr that he's like, man, I never seen you perform this song, and you know there wasn't a lot of. I mean, even though he was like, man, I moved through Dallas, I performed the song, but I could see y'all seeing it at this Dorrough song. He's the big artist. Yeah. Did you have a situation, because this is back when music was kind of bigger than the face of the artist? Yeah. Did anybody ever try to impersonate y'all and go and try to get show money off of y'all, y'all movement?
Let me tell you what happened, bro. Let me tell you when the beef happened between me, Svpastarr, and his team. It was all cool, and this is when it happened, bro. First of all, Svpastarr wasn't doing shows. He was doing shows in Colleen, in his hometown. That's it, that's all. And it made sense. I was doing shows, but like, it did, when the song started blowing up, then yeah, he did start doing shows. He started doing his own little shows. And as he should, right? Yeah. Where it fucked up at, and this is the part, even as many times I done told this story, I done always left this shit out, bro. So the beef started was the K104 Summer Jam, the biggest show that you could be on. Come on. I had never been on it, and nigga, I couldn't wait to be on that bitch. But the K104 Summer Jam, I was booked. The Halle Berry song was the #1 song, so of course we performing. What happens is, him, I want to say his homie and his cousin, slash manager, D Will, they went to the show way earlier than I was told to be at the show. Yeah. When they went there and they talked to everybody at K104, mind you, everybody know Dorrough, the name. Nobody know my face yet. You know what I'm saying? Not as except the people who knew me. Right. But by this time, Halle Berry is mainstream Dallas. You know what I'm saying? But the mainstream Dallas don't know what I look like. So he go in there, I mean, people at K104, but this is what happened. They went and was like, oh, you know what I'm saying, made up some story that I wasn't gonna be here type shit, this and that, and these the bands, and at them big concerts that 50 Cent, I don't wanna say this the one was, I can't remember who was headline, it might have been Lil Wayne or 50 Cent or somebody. These concerts, once they get the band's out, and if you ain't just somebody major, you ain't for the, you know what I'm saying, you can't get off in there.
Yeah.
So we get there, me and Q Smith get there. We get there, at the time we were supposed to be there, and they was like, nah, they said Dorrough already in there, he already in there. You know what I'm saying, this and that. They won't let us in. Then we call and we doing all this different shit. We hear the song start playing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Svpastarr performing the song. His cousin had him perform the song, and he had his homie do my verse.
Oh,
literally.
Shit. Oh, shit.
He did at the K104 Summer Jam, bro. It's a nigga performing my verse that ain't me and the crowd don't know.
I gotta find this footage.
Man, bro, so that's when the beef started. That's when it's like, fuck Svpastarr.
Are you there? Like,
we outside.
You hear the song play?
I can hear it. I'm telling them motherfuckers, me and Q Smith, like, bro, and that was probably the one and only time where a nigga, I ain't never, ever felt like giving up with this music shit, ever. Not one time, ever in life.
That could do something.
That was the one time where it made me feel away, bro, because the Summer Jam was the shit in my mind. This the big moment right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for the Summer Jam for years. I've been trying to get on this bitch for a minute, and now I'm here, and that shit happened. So that's where the beef started between me and his count and Svpastarr, and then it was a lot of shit that had to do with just the whole scenario. Then the Hurricane Chris shit happened later. So that was the point.
I ain't gonna lie, true story. I had went to a Drake concert in Cali when the Migos and Cardi B was on it.
Yeah.
And I was walking through the Staples Center and a nigga, I had like one little chain on, and a nigga walked up and said, "Hey, Dorrough?" And I damn near about to say, yeah, because I guess the nigga didn't know how you look. He said, because he tried to get me down to the stage. He's like, come on with me.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm about to be you like a motherfucker.
Took it, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even been mad.
Oh, shit. Nah, I kept one. I said, let me go. Let me go where I need to go.
Yeah.
So let's do it like this, man. Right now we are celebrating, man, 15 years.
Yes, sir.
Of Ice Cream Paint Job, man.
100%.
And one of the biggest records to come out of the city. Where would you rate that record as far as come out the city, Dallas? You know what I'm saying?
Number one, for sure. I mean, unless you're talking about Erykah Badu or Post Malone, I'm going to tell you why it's number one. It ain't even me on no flex shit, bro. It's number one because it was truly made in the city, bro, and it went mainstream on some organic shit, and it's just number one. The numbers show that. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the Rexonation, bro, I can't tell you, bro, like, how much this song goes viral every month on some other shit in amongst every type of demographic. You know what I'm talking about? It wasn't just no black hip hop. Nah, it's like a worldwide type shit.
When I tell you, when I done been on a few cruises, you know, we in the middle of the ocean, wherever the fuck.
Yeah.
And this song is always in the DJ's rotation, no matter what, because everyone's on a cruise, every race, everybody.
Yeah.
And they just really, that motherfucker's just in there. And I'm like, man, it's just good to be from Dallas when that motherfucker come on.
Yeah.
So let's do it like this, man, because that is one of, if not the biggest record as far as from a local Dallas rapper to make it mainstream.
Yeah.
Can you explain for those that don't know, as far as when people say that record broke in Cali?
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain why and how people say that?
It did.
Tell us why that was. Was that a method?
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't a method, and it wasn't nothing that against Dallas. It was just that the Dallas Boogie era, nothing was at that BPM. 90 BPM was considered super fast at that time in Dallas, and even now, but especially then. Everything in the Boogie was between like 65 and 75, 80 at fastest. You know what I'm saying? That BPM matters. You know what I'm talking about? So I used to, bro, I was a mixtape rapper before I was even making singles. I used to love rapping on Cali beats. I used to love, even when I was at PV, when I would drop a mixtape, I would pick a random Cali beat and rap on it. And that was just the shit that I like. It wasn't even, I never expected people to really fuck with it. I was just always doing that. And like, when I did that song, the reason why I didn't think that it would be what it became is because of the same thing, the BPM in Texas, but my MySpace was popping. I had like the second, MySpace, bro, I was like the second biggest artist on MySpace. Soulja Boy being number one.
Yeah.
Then me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I had MySpace popping. That's another way that I broke Halle Berry. I had it on I'm telling you, bro, my MySpace was on fire, bro. Walk That Walk was on fire. Caramel Sunday was on fire. My freestyles was on fire. Then when we did Halle Berry was on fire. So by the time I get the ice cream paint job, I'm already a MySpace sensation. So when I put ice cream paint job and uploaded on my MySpace, I already had a lot of Cali DJs that was fucking with me. It was this one in particular, his name A-Man. He came and he was trying to break Walk That Walk in Cali. But the BPM, it just wasn't working. He personally liked it. And he was like, the females, they kind of fucking with it, but it just ain't connecting. Yeah. So when I this ice cream paint job on my MySpace, bro, the day I put it on there, he DM'd me. He sent me a message and he was like, hey, bro, what's this ice cream paint job song? Is it original? I was like, yeah, bro, this is something I did for my mixtape. He was like, man, this shit finna go up. And he took it out my MySpace page. He was a radio DJ and he was a club DJ in the Bay Area. He started playing it on the radio and the clubs. And literally in 1 week, bro, and I no exaggeration, in 1 week, it was the biggest song in the Bay Area. Because he said the first time he played it on radio, it was in the hot hour or whatever, and everybody called the lines asking about that song. And from there, in 1 week, it became the biggest song in the Bay Area. I had never been to Cali in my life. I wasn't even really believing it like that until I started getting booked for shows. Some niggas from Oakland called me and they said they had a bag for me. Nigga, I had my whole family. We drove in a goddamn van 26 hours to the Bay Area to do this show. And when I did that one show in Oakland, I was just booked for one show. I probably got booked for like 12 shows while I was in Cali. Ooh. Every promoter, you know what I'm saying? You know how that shit go. Like, I heard boom, boom. And the song was just spreading like wildfire. So I went to go to Cali to do that one show, and I stayed out there for like a month, bro, like just doing shows, you know what I'm saying? So it blew up in Cali, but it was all in Cali. By the time I got back to Texas, 97.9, the radio station was on it, and it blew fast. I didn't have to do no groundwork with Ice Cream Paint Job because I had already done all the groundwork with Walk That Walk and Halle Berry.
I hear.
You know what I'm saying? So I was already on top of momentum. I was just on, and so that whole just went straight. It went to the Bay, went to the radio, and then Dallas just put it in rotation. It was kind of like what Halle Berry did. So, like Halle Berry kind of did the same thing.
Let me ask you this, man, and be as honest as you can, man. They called Dallas a crab in the bucket, crab in the barrel city.
Yeah.
When that shit blew up over there, and people who know you here, was anybody hating on you? DJs, artists that just wasn't trying to find out why and how you got the look.
Yeah. The hating started afterwards, bro. Like, to be honest, it was a period, bro, in Dallas where I got nothing. Because everybody saw me grind. It wasn't no secret, bro, that I was in the clubs every night, nigga. I was in every spot you can think of from high to low, nigga. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck if it was a hole in the wall or it was a main popping blue shirt, shade, everything, I was there. So everybody saw me grind with Walk That Walk and Halle Berry and everything else. So by the time Ice Cream Paint Job had to start having its initial success, everybody was really on board. Like, I really wasn't having no hate, no resistance at no point. All the way up until I dropped my first album. When I dropped my first album and shit went super mainstream and you know what I'm saying? I'm on the BET Awards and all that stuff. That's when the hate started happening. Prior to that, I really wouldn't get it. It was just all love in the city. Everywhere I went to, it was just, for some reason, once I got to the point where I hit that, I felt the hate and saw the hate after the BET Awards.
The BET Awards could do it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
once you on TV, release.
That's when shit shifted for whatever reason. And I ain't do nothing but go up there and perform a song, bring out Nipsey.
People wanted their handouts, like
I think it was just they cheer for you. I saw this happen with Young Nation because Young Nation was signed to me. Yeah. Everybody loved Young Nation, bro. Everybody wanted Young Nation to win. Yeah. Soon as Young Nation did the deal, nigga, I'm talking about literally the day they did the deal. I seen the shift between I'm talking about the day they did the deal, not a week later, nigga. I'm talking about. I remember seeing certain people in the industry. They was riding all the way till they did the deal. And then they just whatever for the. So I don't know what that's about, bro, because they were just kids. They didn't have no type of They weren't doing nothing to make people hate them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what that is, bro.
So let me ask you, this is for those young kids who's in the studio right now wanting to become aspiring rappers. After you've seen the success of an ice cream paint job, would you tell someone when they go in the studio that if they could have a worldwide hit, if they could just get that one, you don't have to really worry about a catalog versus, because again, we had Rainwater. He sat here and said the worst thing an artist could do is have a worldwide hit and not be able to follow that up again, because that's all they're going to be searching for is that worldwide hit again. Yeah. You kind of want to have that.
That's a gift and a curse. It's definitely not the worst thing. It's actually if you compare it to, if you want to say having a super catalog that's popping versus that, then yeah. But nigga, like, you know how hard it is to get a worldwide hit? Nigga, that's like hitting the lottery. You know, nigga, it's like, that ain't no, bro, getting a worldwide hit in any shape or form is literally like hitting the lottery. That ain't nothing. So that's not true, but it will be a gift and a curse, because it's a gift and a curse for a lot of different reasons. But all you gotta do is work through that, which is hard for people to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really gotta be, see, for me, I started off as a mixtape rapper. I didn't make singles. I didn't make that. I was popping at PV as a mixtape rapper. I had people buying my mixtapes in high school. You know what I'm saying? All the way to PV, I was a hand-to-hand, that type of person. I didn't start making singles till I was at PV, and I was seeing niggas like Lil Will, Lil Shine, and Fat Pimp coming down to PV, getting big-ass shows and getting paid. See, I was popping, but I wasn't getting paid yet. And I had never heard of these niggas, but they had one song that to my knowledge, the Dougie, Check Out My Lean, Rack Daddy, and them hoes was popping. And I was just like, damn, nigga, I'm popping on this mixtape shit, but why the fuck I ain't getting paid shows? And then that's when I was like, I need to make a single. And then I remember having a conversation with Q Smith, and he was just like, yeah, bro, you need to make a single, this, and that. And nigga, this, he was just like saying some shit. And I remember I was at PV. Mr. Rogers had invited me to his crib. He was gonna make some beats with Stunt Doja. I went to his crib to get some beats from Stunt Doja. He wasn't there. Stunt Doja made me some beats. They made Walk That Walk, the beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I remember hearing that bitch, and they made me two beats. They made me this beat called, I did a song called She Can Get It. This nigga named D-Ray. You feel me? PV, and those are two beats I took back, and I made those records. But when I got to Walk That Walk, I was so in love with the beat that it was the first time I sat down and I was just like, let me think about how to make a single and this, and that. And I used what was going on at PV. It was a lot of sororities. They were strutting and shit. Females ran and shit. So I made Walk That Walk. And that was the first time I made a single. So I'm saying that to say that I was already like on the other side of making mainstream records. Thanks. And then, you know what I'm saying, I ended up making some records, and then Ice Cream Paint Job took off, and ever since then I've been filling it in. But nah, at the end of the day, bro, you building a puzzle, bro. And sometimes when you have a worldwide hit, it just puts you in a space, and you just gotta fill in the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a blessing if you keep going. It's a curse if you stop.
That's real. Again, if somebody has a hit, I don't know why they don't push that hit forever. I'm curious, did you ever run the B King? Back when he was pushing the PV.
So let me tell you about B King. Shout out to B King. That's my guy. B King was not a PV nigga. I don't know where this story came about. Listen, the way the story is painted, like B King was at PV. Nah, he wasn't at PV. I'm gonna tell you who was at PV. Me, obviously, Svpastarr. You had the Party Boys. Yeah. You had goddamn Bone that had the Homegirl record. Homegirl. You had that, and you had DJ Chose, and then you had Kirko. B King was not at PV. Now, what B King was doing when his music started popping, he was obviously coming down to PV to break his shit. But we was on the yard, so I don't give B King the PV credit. Shout out to my nigga, but you don't get the PV credit because you wasn't out there, nigga. You wasn't living at PV. You wasn't on the yard. You wasn't really there. You came and broke your music down, which was smart. It was smart to do. Don't get me wrong. So he got swept up into that like PV thing, and I never saw him out there. You know what I'm saying? Because but to his defense, by the time he was going out there breaking his music, I was already gone. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as I was in motion where I really wasn't, only thing I was coming back to PV was to do big shows at this time. So he did come out there to break his music, and I'm pretty sure he was fucking with PV heavy. But the niggas who was actually on the yard was me, Superstar, Bone, Party Boys, goddamn Chose, Kirko. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. Rogers, Merc, Primetime Click. You know what I'm saying? That's who was out there.
When you got the Cali buzz, is that how you ran into Nipsey Hussle?
So I was out when I got the Cali buzz. I did spend a lot of time in Cali, and I started hearing Nipsey when I was out there. When I was in Oakland, I was on the Nipsey way before I should have been on the Nipsey. Like I got on the Nipsey very early, and something about Nipsey caught my attention because I resonated with him. I felt like he was in the same position I was in from a Cali perspective. He was like this nigga, but he was the only nigga from his like whatever it was. I resonated with him. Like that's his position is the same position I am from Dallas. So I started listening to Nipsey. So when he started performing I had him come on my performance for the BET Awards. He wasn't mainstream at all. Nobody outside of the people who knew Nipsey. So that was his first big thing. But I thought it was dope to have Nipsey on there, and they was like. You know what I'm saying? Snoop honestly was like, he told my label, was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna perform. I ain't gonna perform because I brought out Snoop too. He was like, I ain't gonna perform unless Nipsey can come out. And I was like, nigga, I want Nipsey on this. So it wasn't no, so the label was like, you want Nipsey on it? We don't know. He not, man. I'm like, man, yeah, get Nipsey, bro. Like, that's boom. And then me and Nipsey connected and we became cool since then. But I had already knew about Nipsey maybe a year before this even happened. You know what I'm saying? It was on to his little movement.
Right. So we're gonna in this conversation. We jumping around a little bit, but I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Did you feel backlash for when I believe Bebe yourself did the memorial for Nipsey out here, and then Mo 3 passes away, and they feel like none of that was done for 3 in the same regards as the memorial for Nipsey when he passed. Yeah. There was a lot of talk about that, like what Dorrough and Bebe did down near Southside, and then when Mo 3 situation happened, that was kind of missing except for Boosie pulling up.
Yeah. Nah, I didn't get no backlash from that. It never got to me, but I could see how people could feel that way. So Nipsey, first of all, let's rewind that. I had already brought the Nipsey to Dallas. Yeah. The connection I had with Nipsey was way before when he passed.
You brought him a few times.
Like Nipsey came to my birthday party one year in Dallas and just on some, hey, you got a birthday party? I'm coming out fucking with you, this and that. Nigga, wasn't no show, nothing. He just literally came. I'm scooping him from the airport. I'm saying we just riding around the city type shit. Me and Nipsey had them type of things going on. You feel me? Now, me and 3 was my dog, bro. First of all, when 3 passed, I was actually living in Cali. You know what I'm saying? I was out in Cali at the time when 3 passed, and it was and not even. Just to keep it real, it was a lot of shit going on when 3 passed.
Yeah, a lot of questions were still in the air.
Nah, it was just a lot of shit going on in the city of Dallas when 3 passed. It ain't no secret. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even about it wasn't even about that when it came to 3, because the type of relationship me and 3 had was way different from the relationship me and Nipsey had. 3 was my dog, but if I had to really be honest with you, I knew Nipsey in a way bigger capacity. And man, 3 was my dog. Like 3 pulled up on me all at the same time. But honestly, I mean, long story short, I was in Cali during that whole different time, coming back and forth. But I was living in California when Nipsey passed. I mean, when 3 passed. I wasn't even out here. When Nipsey passed, I was actually in Dallas.
We're gonna circle back to that. I'm curious because let's talk about it right now because, you know, right now, again, 15th anniversary, and you have released Ice Cream Paint Job Part 2.
Yeah, sir.
And, you know, there's a part in the song where you say, man, last one was about cars, this one about smoke. So I'm just curious, what made you, first of all, get into, you know, that section of the game, you know what I'm saying? Getting into the smoke, getting into the cannabis section.
Yeah.
And then also wanting to redo the classic Ice Cream Paint Job 2. Walk us through your thought process. Walk us through the game behind it, basically.
Yeah. So, first of all, I'm a smoker. I've been a smoker. I've always been a smoker. I done made 1 million smoke songs. One of my biggest songs on Spotify and my streaming, my second biggest song. Obviously, the first biggest song is Ice Cream Paint Job. The second biggest song is a song I got with Wiz Khalifa about smoking. I mean, if I had to say, see, this is a thing, and I'm glad we're talking about this because it's y'all go deep in the catalog. Like, bro, I probably got more smoking songs than I got any other type of songs. Like, real talk. Like, I can name off the top of my head, La 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 with Wiz Khalifa, My OG, that was on the mixtape, goddamn Texafornia, Japanese.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, Japanese. Now, Afro, I got a record with Afro Man called Never Let Me Down.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
shit.
That's just 5 I just named. I probably got like 20, 25 smoking songs. So that's my thing. That's my shit. That's my vice, if anything. You know what I'm saying? So it only made sense. I've been wanting to do a strain for years, bro. Yeah. It's hard getting into the medical or the weed industry the right way. It's hard getting into it, bro. Like, and I had to just navigate that and figure out how to do it the way that I want to do it and actually get my own strain and actually get my own growers and actually get my own chemists to put this shit together because I'm not white labeling my shit. It's not like I'm taking somebody else's shit and putting it in a ice cream paint job jar, which we do got some fire ass.
Yeah, I got, yeah.
And calling it that. Now I really got growers. I got a team. I got, shout out to RogueShop.com, man. Shout out to Rogue Shop. Shout out to, I got it's the real thing. We got, it's coming from a real farm. It's grown. Nigga, we had to do so many different variations to get it. Like it was something we could have, it took time to get to the actual strain.
Yeah, a lot of testers. A
lot of testing, you know what I'm saying? So we did it the right way. So long story short, I've been wanting to do it forever. I finally came across the right situation that made sense to do it, and then I did it.
Yeah, and again, we're going to circle back to it, but definitely ice cream paint job. Shout out 6K Hefe, shout out Z Star.
Man, shout out to CK, SK, 6K, shout out to Z Star, shout out to Rogue Shop, shout out to Too Much, shout out to Digi Norm.
Digi pulled up, 97.9.
Shout out to everybody.
Everybody pulled up, man. So let's do it like this, man. I want to get real with you for a second because, the Street Stars were part of a situation where Yella Beezy had sat down, spoke to Say Cheese. I don't know if you got a chance to look at any of that.
I saw some clips come out. I ain't got to saw the interview full straight, but I saw different clips.
But Yella Beezy, he is another artist who had one of the probably the biggest hits that come out of Dallas with That's On Me.
Yeah.
As far as a worldwide hit. Yeah. As far as, rapper out of Dallas. And he kind of got his grievances off saying, what he felt was, could have did better between the media blogs as far as just, him trying to handle the beef that was going on between him, Roy Lee 3 and all that and stuff. And, just kind of navigating that also while trying to manage a hit, getting that out. And, he kind of spoke on what he felt was going on. Let me ask you, from the outside looking in, as an artist in this game, and just be honest.
Yeah.
For what you saw between what Yella was going through trying to grow his hit and all the parties involved, from the Reigns and the Threes and how were you looking at that whole situation from your standpoint, looking at Dallas?
From the record standpoint, or
just from you being Dorrough, already having a hit, and you seeing another artist that, I don't know your relationship with Yella or anything like that, but you see an artist with another hit, but also he's battling with this, what you call street stuff that's going on, that start happening within Dallas.
Yeah.
From your perspective, your point of view, how are you looking at that whole scenario as far as what was going on with it?
So from my perspective, bro, when Yella, Trap, 3, I would say them 3, when they came on the board, they came in the mix. Like they basically came and brought they brought music to the city and they brought the other side of the city.
You say that you spoke on trapping.
Yeah. They brought the city, they brought what the city, the people, when the Dallas Boogie shit was popping, they really wanted that side to happen first, or they wanted that to be the main thing. Everything that happened with trap, and when I say trap, I ain't talking about the rapper, I'm talking about trap music. That always been in the city. You really had that with Big Chief.
Yeah, no facts.
You know what I'm saying?
He was on that game a long time ago.
Big Chief was the nigga who really, when I met Chief, nigga, he was the nigga, cars, the money, the jewelry, the street shit, this and that, really, really selling mixtapes, really. So it always been there. It's just where the light is and what happened that took off to mainstream was the Dallas Boogie shit. When the Dallas Boogie shit happened, I would say it was a side of the city that rather it been the Big Chief side that took off. And what ended up happening is that did end up happening. When you talk about 3, Trap, and Yella, and they made good music, and honestly, it didn't surprise me because that always been there in the city.
Yeah, that's right.
Like Dallas always till this day, and even back then, it always had everything that you can see in the mainstream.
That's right.
It always had good trap music. I always had that side of it. Whether it was mainstream or not, it was always there. Yeah. It always hit the Dallas, the dance shit. It always it got a lyrical conscious side. You feel me? Right. It got a goddamn. It got the females. It always had what the mainstream is. It's just wherever the light is. So when Yella them and Trap and 3 of them came out, I really wasn't surprised that this shit was finally happening. You know what I'm saying? So the way I looked at it was like, okay, now the city is expanding, and now you got niggas in this lane and their lanes doing what they doing, and you still got what has already happened floating around. So the way I was just looking at it was like, okay, it's starting to become like every other major city, Houston, Atlanta, Chicago, where all their sides done showed their faces. Chicago got Kanye in the lyrical side and the shit he do. Then you got the goddamn, you hit Twister back in the day. You got the Chief Keef. You got everything across the spectrum. Atlanta the same way, trap shit, dance shit, nigga. The trap side, then you hit Fabo now. You got Andre 3000, Outkast, that's that lyrical shit. Every New York done did that. Cali done did that. Thanks. So I was just saying it like, okay, this shot is finally starting to show. So for me, it was just, at this time, I always was moving, and I was in Cali a lot, and I was here, and I was in Houston, I was in Atlanta, and I was in New York. The only places I was moving around, when they started surfacing, I expected it.
So what were your thoughts with the media? Because Dallas was almost like, you seen Chicago, what they were doing, and Dallas was building this media base. Yeah. Where you have the guys like Say Cheese. You had Nike, Mr. Nike doing this thing. You had RealLyfe trying to build their buzz. Yeah. And you see that's kind of what was driving the numbers. If not so much the music, like how the Boogie era was going, but like if there was some type of beef where you see a Go Yayo, Spud Boom, Dallas Fort Worth, you see these kind of things going on, that was actually driving the numbers outside of music, just more so eyes on the person. Yeah. And it seemed like the artists were feeding into that sometimes. Like, oh, I just did 30,000 views on this and my songs only had 1,000 views. So I'm gonna go pop my shit more. What were your thoughts seeing the media rise of putting shine to that? I guess you could say.
First off, shout out to Yayo, because I meant to throw him in that. When I said 3 Yella Trap, I meant Yayo too, because Yayo, me and Yayo did a record, and I was fucking with Yayo. But when it comes to the media side, bro, honestly, bro, we all know it don't matter where you from. It don't matter if you from Texas, Dallas, Houston, Louisiana, goddamn New York, Cali, Chicago, bro. Like, people gonna feed into what they feel is negativity, bro. So so when you talk about the media or anything else, the media is just gonna find the shit that people are talking about. Believe it or not, bro, it always start with the people. The media ain't gonna support some shit that the people ain't fucking with. If motherfucker was talking about goddamn, if it was some health conscious shit and it was and you seen the people flock and it was a big thing, the media will flock there. The media only flock where the people go. Yeah. So the people decided to embrace the negativity. So, and you can create that or you can control that. Whatever you put out, you just gonna get back, bro. And that ain't no secret in no situation. So when I think about the media myself, for how I look at the media, I know they can only amplify something I'm doing. And whatever I'm doing, I control the narrative when it comes to the media. You know what I'm saying? And if they make up some shit, that you're gonna find out it's gonna come back on the media. But normally time they just chasing the shit that the people are chasing. And people just like the negativity. It don't matter where you from, it don't matter, it ain't got nothing to do, that don't even got nothing to do with Dallas. That got just something to do with, you know what I'm saying? If you in anywhere and some niggas fighting, the people gonna run to the fight. And then the media, you gonna run where the people at. You know what I'm saying? And that's that.
How did you feel about it though? Did you want it to, like, when I was watching, I was like, man, this might be good for the city, because at the time, shit wasn't doing something. When all that shit started jumping off, it seemed like everybody got involved. Yeah. So just being a consumer.
You thought it was gonna be good for the city for niggas to be beefing?
That's what I thought.
I mean, just numbers. If it's like
for numbers, everybody thought it was good.
Now that's the problem with the media right there.
Now, you think it's WWE? Like, these boys just doing stuff.
So
you think boys doing stuff for the camera?
I want to have this conversation with you.
Hello, bro. So you telling me that y'all saw it from y'all perspective and niggas are beefing and y'all was just like, oh, this shit finna be good for the city.
No, it was like, it was interesting, the back and forth of it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's
all
like,
right. So look, bro, let me just make it simple, bro. I'm gonna take this shit to high school. If you in high school, my nigga, and a fight break out, everybody wanna see the fight. Or fuck the fight. Before the fight, cause the fight don't just happen. Yeah. Most of the time in high school, it's been some shit that been going on for a couple weeks maybe, or some time, and then a fight finally happened and everybody running into it. Well, in the time where motherfuckers was talking about and beefing and having a back and forth before the fight come, it was also other shit going on. Niggas was on the football team, at the games, clowning, basketball team, cheerleaders was doing this, the nigga in drama was doing this, the niggas that was in the music, it was this and that. Everybody went to the beef. You know what I'm saying? The beef was more exciting than the nigga hitting 40 points at the game. You know what I'm saying? And when the fight happened, everybody ran to the fight finally. They saw it was coming. Most people edged it on because people wanted to see the fight. Right. It could have not even been a fight. Because when it was beef, niggas around them could have killed it. But what most people do, they're going to edge it on. The fight happens, everybody running to it. And then the people coming with the cameras, you can call that the media. So with that being said, like, that's what it is, bro. Like, I just get like WWE. You know, you look at the back in the WWE era, you see the Rock, Stone Cold. Yeah. Hold on. Somebody's gonna interview them niggas before the match. Facts. You gonna interview the Rock. You gonna interview Stone Cold. But why didn't niggas go run towards the nigga that was in the fucking drama class doing some shit that was dope that just wasn't getting the same? See, the media got to do this. The media, it's obvious you're going to run to where the people are, but you also got the power as the media to control the narrative where you run towards. So I'm saying this, bro, like, it's just always, for whatever fucking reason, it's always easier for people to run towards where the drum at. You know what I'm saying? And that's what be happening. So I think it's funny that y'all said that.
No, it's you run to where the money's at. That's what I'm saying.
The cable network gonna say.
Yeah, because you say,
bro, that's a horrible way to look at stuff, bro.
No. So what I'm saying, you can say that, but that's not what the whole world says.
You're right. The whole world. So what that tell you? People fucked up, bro. But
Jerry Springer made a living off of that. Like, but of course, you don't expect it to get to certain levels where you're like, oh man, this. It's up in the stuff.
You don't want nobody to die.
You want people. To be smart and like you should make money off this.
You gotta know that people can actually die, bro. Because what happens is, fam, like this is why you ain't never seen me in no shit, bro. Because nigga, it's so much other shit to do that's doper than that. Like nigga, like why niggas? I think it's crazy that niggas rather fight than fuck bitches or fuck with bitches. I think that's a wild concept.
Let me ask you a real question, bro.
I've seen niggas choose. I've seen scenarios. Look, bro, I've seen scenarios where niggas had a choice to go fuck with the bitches that was trying to fuck with them. And there was some shit going on and they chose that. So I don't got no comment on that, but that would be happening. Yeah. But long story short, bro, like that's
I'm asking you, did you watch what was going on?
Did I see the whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing. Did
bro,
you watch
I'm from the city, bro. Like I saw a lot of, I'm gonna tell you a story that a lot of people don't know, fam. Yeah. And only reason why I'm gonna speak on this, cause I think it was coming from a good place intentionally, and I thought that this was something that was dope that was happening out in Fort Worth. So my connection with Fort Worth, bro, when the city did start, when I got on beats, when it was resistance in the city and people was like feeling away, Fort Worth is what showed me love. That's where I got money at. That's where I got booked at, bro. I did so many shows in Fort Worth, bro. And like, I can't tell you how much love I was getting from Fort Worth. So I fell in love with Fort Worth. I ain't gonna lie. Just like, I fucked with Fort Worth. Yeah. So I'm saying this to say, when I started seeing Fort Worth scene flourish, like when the Yayos came out and the Hood Fame Runnies came out, and you know the Bugattis, when I started seeing that happen, I was happy about that. Even though they was on the shit they was on, but I was like, damn, I like seeing Fort Worth getting they shine. Yes. So it was a situation where some shit was going on with Yayo, this, and that. I ain't gonna speak on it, but I remember reaching out to Lil Ronnie, Hood Fame Lil Ronnie, to like try and see what was going on, because I could see that nigga, this was finna be like a quote unquote downfall for Fort Worth if it happened the way that it was gonna happen. So I tried to make a call and see what was going on, only to find out that the shit was too deep to even mediate. And I stepped away from that. I'm saying that to say is,
that's smart. That's
the type of person I am, bro. Like, once some shit too deep, it's too deep. It ain't nothing nobody can do, and that's just the truth of it. But that was when it comes to the Dallas shit. It was already too far gone, way too far gone for it to even be a situation where I could even step in. But yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw everything. I think, like everything saw it.
I think we're probably guilty of the same thing, that we were looking at things surface level. Like you said, you made a phone call and found out that things were way deeper than like, all right, let me not fan this flame.
Yeah.
And I think if a lot of people would go and look, just ask a few more questions before they go out there and have, interviews or just even talking or make diss tracks or whatever.
Yeah.
You can know that this is a situation that's technically a little more real.
Yeah,
somebody's mama might be involved. Somebody's daughter might be involved.
And sometimes motherfuckers just be trying to be superheroes, bro. You just can't be a superhero if you ain't called to be a superhero, bro. And like, so I had, like I say, the Fort Worth thing is the only thing I speak on, because I remember some shit was happening and I was happy about Fort Worth flourishing. So if I could have mediated a situation, I would have did it, only to find out that it was way too deep. Once I found out what was really going on, I was just like, it was way too deep. And that was that on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying to say that that's the type of person I am. But once I caught wind of what was going on in the city and all that shit, it was way too deep. For, you know what I'm saying? It couldn't be nothing like that. But yeah, I'm just like anybody else, you can't help but to see the shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we all connected in the city no matter what, bro. Like, if you really from the city, you connected no matter what, through y'all, through this and that. You gonna see what's on TV.
That's
you know somebody, and that's just what it is.
That's facts. Let's do it like this. I gotta ask you, because you've been the voice of the Cowboys for a minute now.
Yeah.
You got like Jerry Jones' phone number or something? Just shit, man.
I'm more connected with Mark Cuban than Jerry Jones. Okay. But with Jerry Jones, I'm connected with his nephew. Shout out to Shy. That's who that's who number I got. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I can't just hit Jerry Jones, but I can hit his nephew. That's and then his nephew is right next to Jerry Jones, so it's kind of like the same thing. But I can hit Mark Cuban directly. Obviously, y'all can too.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, yeah. Obviously. Push come to shove, he right back.
Y'all here, bro, pulling up.
Now, let me ask you. We'll go to the Mavericks, but the Cowboys. Personally, being from the city, how? Let's tread lightly, but how disappointed or either how upset do you be when you see all the workings to say this is our year each year? Yeah, this is our year, and to get let down like in one play, one quarter, and everything go left. How does Dorrough handle that shit?
Let's just say this: I'm just now being able to have this conversation about Cowboys now after this motherfucking Green Bay loss. Wow. That was the most embarrassing loss of all time, and we done hit a lot of embarrassing losses, bro. But if it wasn't a time where I felt so disappointed, it's now, bro. What just happened this last season. And I was mad the season before that, and 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 the season before that, bro. But this season, bro, nah, bro. This season, bro, made me feel away. All right, so I'm gonna say this. Yeah. I'm gonna always be a Cowboy fan because we don't got nowhere else to go. We too in deep as a Cowboy fan. This is where they win it. This is where we fucked up. You can't jump off the bandwagon now, because where you gonna go? Unless Fort Worth get a football team, we don't got nowhere to go. Second thing is, the biggest fear of a Cowboy fan is jumping off the bandwagon and then them niggas win and you done been on the bandwagon for 48 years. You know what I'm talking about? Waiting for the shit and you done jumped off and they done won within 2 years. So because of that, that's why we like that as Cowboy fans, bro. We hooked because we too far deep in it and we don't got nowhere else to go, and we got a fear of jumping off the bandwagon because, nigga, we been in this hole forever. But it ain't even about that for me. I'm everything Dallas, bro. I'm always be a Cowboy fan. I like the color. I like the community. I like the way the games feel. I like the culture of it. But, nigga, we just ain't doing the shit we need to do to win.
Yeah, I will ask you, what do you think happened in that Green Bay game? Because, again, that people were talking Super Bowl. And mind you, this is the first time that we felt like at least we're going to get to the goddamn championship. Yeah. It just made it just it was automatic.
You know what the issue is with the Cowboys, bro? I'm finna say this, and I ain't never said this on camera, bro.
RealLyfe Street
All
Stars.
right. Or at least not like this. First of all, I love the Cowboys. I love the brand. Shout out to the players. Shout out to the organization. They show me love. I show them love. We got some great talent, bro. But the problem with the Cowboys, and this is gonna always be the problem, it's too Hollywood. This is what it is, bro. And this ain't even the players' fault. When you get signed to the Cowboys, bro, let's just say I'm a new football player and I get signed today. The day I signed to the Cowboys, nigga, I'm a full-fledged superstar celebrity. The day, no, I ain't put a play on the field yet.
Yeah.
Don't let me put a play on the field, nigga. Yeah. If I score a touchdown, nigga, I'm goddamn. Who is somebody that's just name anybody?
Yeah,
Tom Brady shit.
You Tom Brady.
Once they
you
touchdown,
goddamn Michael Jackson of football. You score a touchdown for the Cowboys. And it shouldn't be that way, because what it do is, bro, like if you're a Cowboy player and you come into the organization that way, you so much of a star, nigga, just by having that jersey. Nigga, if you go into the Cleveland Browns, you ain't nothing like that. Nigga, you gotta become a superstar for the Cleveland Browns to get the same type of love you're gonna get as a second streamer for the Cowboys.
Nice.
The culture killed, because what happens is, that automatically make you not be able to have be hungry and be a dog. You too famous from the jump. Now, when you earn that, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the Cowboys that made this culture, Emmitt Smith, the Michael Irvins, the Deion Sanders, the Troy Aikmans, they created the culture, so they were the dogs that created the culture. Yeah. But then it got so big, bro, that now when you just by putting on a jersey, you thought of like Michael Irvin. You know what I'm saying? Like and don't get me wrong, we got like niggas like CD Lamb is really that. He really the truth, nigga. Like goddamn Michael Parsons, when he on the shit, he really that. But nigga, when you so big of a star, bro, it's just nigga, when they go to practice, bro, it's like a zoo. You got motherfuckers going on tour in the goddamn stadiums.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Why? So that fuck with the way you perform, because you already kind of like getting Super Bowl attention and so feeling like that. And that's honestly, I'm gonna say this, bro. And now that's the top. We can trickle down to everything else, but at the top level, bro, it's the Hollywood culture that's killing the Cowboy culture, bro. And that ain't got nothing to do with the players.
Hey, listen, man. I know he your boy. I know he your boy. But Dak Prescott, man.
All right, so Dak.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know,
Dak is dope, bro.
He's so fucking good.
Look, bro, if he left the Cowboys right now, he still would be top tier in the NFL. He gonna get picked up. I don't know if Dak figured out that thing that's gonna get us over that hump yet, and I think that's a mental situation because of things that have happened in the past with the games and the goddamn 49ers in the playoffs. This year didn't hit it. So I'm in a bittersweet moment because Dak, like I say, bro, like you if Dak come a free agency now,
he with the Browns, he
over the NFL, like he's the top tier quarterback and he gonna be good. Boom. But what we need, bro, I ain't gonna say is Dak or not Dak. If it's Dak, he gotta figure out that hurdle that's making him whatever is happening in the playoff game, that's not getting over. That's it, bro. Because that's the only thing we ain't getting past. We're gonna have a 12-winning game. We're gonna have a winning season,
12,
bro.
13 wins is crazy.
But now it don't even feel like nothing because we already kind of know. Okay, we're gonna have a good season and we're gonna get to the playoff and lose first round, nigga. Like, so when it comes to Dak, bro, it's hard to speak on it because truly, bro. His stats and what he is, if you compare it to the other league and put it on the team, nigga, he a Pro Bowler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, without question,
but
man.
I don't know if. But look, this where now that I already came into perspective, I'm gonna give Dak. This the defense I'm gonna give Dak.
Let's go.
That Hollywood culture, bro. Dak, my nigga, like. He's Tom Brady. Yeah. And without being Tom Brady. And,
he's selling jerseys?
That's no shot at Dak. And that's really a compliment. To be it, my nigga, like to be a Cowboy quarterback, nigga.
Yeah, you bro, damn like you say you damn near Michael Jackson.
Like if you become a quarterback for the Cowboys, you is goddamn Michael Jackson, bro.
He damn near Michael Jackson.
And if you Michael Jackson, bro, like you Michael Jackson, you it's hard to be hungry when you Michael Jackson, when you at that level and you real. I ain't talking about Jackson 5. Michael, I'm talking about Michael Jackson. It's just hard to
Black
have
and
that
white,
hunger,
Michael.
bro. And football is an aggressive sport, nigga. You gotta have hunger, bro. Like you gotta, when it comes to the playoffs, you gotta have that type of energy, and it's hard to have that when you got down Michael Jackson just playing for the Cowboys.
I always say, I think they need to change the incentive of how they pay the players. Like you'll get paid once you pass the playoffs. Like.
Yeah, but
it's
see,
guaranteed
niggas
when you get us past the playoffs.
Bro. Like Dak is hella paid, so he ain't, bro. He's paid. Fam.
Yeah, he's paid.
So that's another thing. When you that paid, it's hard to be that hungry.
Yeah,
I'm telling y'all, bro. Like that's how it work in any type of. That ain't just football. That's life, bro. Like it's just we gotta have. You know what needs to happen, and it's impossible. We get to the playoffs and we need to drop like 12 niggas that ain't born to come in during the playoff time and nigga, if y'all do what y'all do, y'all finna get that'll change everything. We'll win the Super Bowl quick. So yeah, bro, it's the culture, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with the players, and that's a wild thing to say because we trying to figure out what it is, and I'm saying what it is, bro. Like, and that ain't no shot toward. It's a shot towards. It ain't a shot, bro. It's just Jerry Jones did so good business. He's so good at business that he created a space that's hard for him to win. You know what I'm saying? By being good at business. That's fucked up. Like, he's the greatest business sports person you know.
They gonna make that money.
Yeah,
but
so
he wants that ring.
It's hard for me to speak.
Will Jerry get a ring before his time is done?
Huh?
Will Jerry get a ring before his time is done?
If he somehow figure out how to kill the culture the way it is.
Okay.
If he figure out that, oh yeah, absolutely. But I don't know. I hope so. I'm gonna say yeah. All
right, let me ask you this.
I got the star on my ring, bro. I'm gonna say yeah. And I got the star, bro. Like I'm a Cowboy.
No, you the voice of the goddamn Cowboy.
I'm a fan, bro. So I want to see the Cowboys win, bro. I got to be real with what I see.
Let me ask you this. Mark Cuban came through here and everybody kept asking us, man, what business idea we pitched him, man. We ain't pitched him no business idea, but I'm curious, you got his ear. If you was to pitch him an idea, outside of, with the smoke and outside of what you already got going on, what would you pitch Mark Cuban?
I actually pitched him a deal that we kind of negotiated. So I can't speak on it now because it could kind of hurt the deal. Okay. But I mean, it's Mark Cuban, bro. You really got to understand he's a straightforward dude. He's trying to win and whatever it is. So, even the Shark Tank show, like when you see the people where they actually did the deal, the people who came direct with some real shit that was going to work. Like Mark Cuban ain't the type of nigga where, just because I know you or we got a relationship, I'm going to fuck with you. He the type of nigga where if I can see this making sense, we going to do it. If it don't, we don't. So I only bring some shit that makes sense. And that's with any situation. So I can't really speak on the shit that I done spoke with Cuban about, but it's that type of shit.
We're gonna pray on that. We're gonna let that one stay blessed. Let me ask you, what are your thoughts on when I see someone like Johnniedamnd trying to revive the Boogie era?
I love that, bro. Johnniedamnd. I got a record that that I'm laying for Johnniedamnd. Really, a couple of them. Johnniedamnd, bro, is probably one of my favorites right now because of that. He pushing the agenda that's supposed to be the agenda. He get it. He know what the culture is, bro. And shout out to Fort Worth. I'm actually kind of glad that it's a nigga from Fort Worth doing it.
Yeah, I'm actually for real, so it can't be no hate.
He gets it, bro. He gets it, and you know what I'm saying? I know it's some little pieces that gotta be put together, but from an overall standpoint, Johnniedamnd gets that the culture is what we own, and that's where we win at. And nigga, he been pushing that shit. I fuck with Johnny. I showed up to the old Dallas Swag video shooting cameo. Like, anytime he hit me about some shit, nigga, I'm answering the phone and I'm on board because he get it. And it's just really that simple. He the only nigga that I really see gets it other than the people. And when I say only nigga, I'm talking about only new nigga. I ain't talking about the niggas who been like only, I ain't gonna say he the only new nigga. I'm gonna say he's the front, the front face of the new niggas that get it.
Yeah, what him and Diginorm are doing as far as trying to bring that sound back.
Yeah. Diginorm, Q Smith, man, it been a Dallas Boogie again movement between Q Smith, Diginorm, myself, Johnniedamnd, bro. Like so, I'm gonna put a lot of favor into what Johnniedamnd doing because he get it. You know what I mean? That's what got to happen. That's like the second coming of the Dallas Boogie era, and he get it 100%. So it ain't even nothing to speak on. People just gotta support it. That's it. That's all.
So I know one of the biggest parts of the Dallas Boogie was the DJs. right? Would you agree on that?
100%.
So do you think that it could still do what it's gonna do without the whole? Because we had such a coalition of DJs and definition DJs. We had all the DJs pushing these specific records. Do you think we can still do it without that?
Well, that's a good point, actually. That's actually a point that a lot of people ain't talked about. The Dallas DJs have to come into... I ain't got to say it got to be a coalition like the definition DJs, but that energy got to happen. Because DJs across the world as a whole have lost their power because they separated from each other.
Right.
The DJ is nowhere near as powerful as they should be and where they were. And it's only because they got away from themselves. The DJs had all the power. Like, you couldn't, bro, that's how the Halle Berry record got shut down, because when them niggas took me off the record and they did a remix and they threw the bomb, and the definition DJs found out that they took me off the record and I was the one that brought them the record and that's what they knew of, nigga, that shit got killed immediately. Immediately, bro, and that's how much power the DJs had.
Would you say social media took the DJs' power? From YouTube to TikTok to all these other
It should have enhanced the DJ powers, because if the DJs would have stayed together like that, when social media came to what it came to, they would have been bigger. What happened was they separated before that, and whatever reason, whatever that happened, social media hit, and then, social media took the power that they had. It should have enhanced them.
Was it the media too? Like, do you think?
And it's not every DJ, but
so you think the media could do it now? Like our platforms? The
media, bro, is the same thing it's always been. The media is kind of like the new DJs, but the medias and the DJs can kind of, y'all should actually form a coalition, because nigga, y'all would have all the power. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then wherever y'all trying to sweat, y'all can do that with the DJs. And I'm telling y'all that because I'm telling y'all should do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you saying something.
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the media and the DJs hit their era, and then now the media having their area, and the next area is going to either be the media and the DJs fucking with each other, or, and it being something massive, or y'all not, and then something else coming along that replaced that. So I really think y'all should fuck with each other, bro. The DJs and the media, especially out here in Dallas, bro, because the way I look at it, it's the same thing, nigga. Like, we all take an L from Sexyy Red shooting her fucking video in Atlanta. The DJ, the media, I'm telling y'all, if Sexyy Red do that, that blows up the DJs, that blows up the media, that blows up the artists, that blows up the producers, that blows up everybody doing business in Dallas and everybody.
That's like the Super Bowl coming through here real quick.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Everybody take an L.
Let me ask you, we got like Pookie Leroy, right? Yeah. He's doing the Dallas Ciphers.
Yeah.
I believe he's on the 5th one, but the first one is almost at 500,000 views.
Oh yeah.
No DJ push.
I saw that he did a cipher. I didn't know he was at 5. But
so to say that, all right, bet, without real push over here, I'm just from the media, from social media, I'm getting a look. Would you say, like, when you see, like, all right, bet, we got a guy like Pookie Leroy, who, of course, he had his 106 & Park run as well, but he's like, I'm gonna pay it forward and put some other artists on and get a look. Do you feel like the DJs and the media should be getting involved in the movement to say, hey, this is what we're basically, like a test of seeing what artist is next?
Yeah.
Should we be doing more of that? Like, let's see who is next out of Dallas to blow.
Yeah.
And how do we go about finding the next artist?
Yeah. The media should be putting attention to anytime somebody, like even a Pookie Leroy who put that work in, and really, like, I remember when he first hit his first movement, nigga, I seen that shit. Like, he really, so that's, and I'm glad you brought him up, because he initiated, like, so you had Chief, then you had Pookie Leroy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they initiate, you don't have a 3-trap, Yella without them right there. Without question. And Pookie Leroy was kind of right in between the street and boogie movement. He was like right in between that shit. Thanks. So, like, him doing what he doing is dope. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he was at 5, but whatever anybody doing that, and you can even take me out the equation, because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do regardless. But anybody that's considered that and put that work in the city should all have light on whatever they doing. Like, if Pookie Leroy doing ciphers, then the media and the DJ should be supporting it. Because why the fuck wouldn't you? Because whoever on the cipher is obviously, some people that he feel is dope or the city feel is dope. And the people gonna tell you if they dope or not. Even if one motherfucker come out that bitch that can do something, why not get that attention? So, shout out to Pookie Leroy. He should definitely keep doing that. And y'all should definitely put that light on him for sure.
Definitely. Let me ask you, what advice would you give from the success you've seen, like a Big X the Plug? He's in the city. He's kind of coming up in his own. And he's doing what he's doing, putting his guys on, and you know, the Rangers pulled up on his Texas song, and now he's getting that worldwide shine. I think he was just at Godzilla King Kong with a song on that and everything.
Yeah.
What advice would you give him as far as, you know, seeing that worldwide success when it comes to a track, and you kind of you're in your city and you're trying to, you know, ride with your city and, you know, blow up out your city.
Yeah.
If there's any advice you'll give him.
Yeah, I done spoke on X the Plug a lot, bro, because he was the one that I was saying that out of new artists, he was doing what I liked it. You know what I'm saying? As far as repping for Texas, repping for really for Dallas, but definitely repping for Texas.
Yeah.
You know, being a voice, doing it from an original stand. I would always speak on in video and interviews I was doing like a year ago up to now about X the Plug and Mexican OT, just because they was on some Texas shit, bro. Them being on some Texas shit that does a lot. So that alone, whether X the Plug them, they get on some mainstream records or not, them doing that alone is enough for me to say support them niggas, because people don't gotta understand, bro. And I don't know why the fuck Dallas don't get this yet. Like, nigga, it has to be about Dallas and Texas. You have to rep this shit. I don't know why y'all think the way to go is other places and other sounds. I hate that the most. I done said that shit and I did a whole record with Did You Know I'm called Still about that shit. But anyway, bro, like what X the Plug is doing is what he should be doing. Yeah. And he just need to keep doing that. Like, I can't really tell him what he need to do because, bro, every artist got to figure out their own niche. But one thing I can say, if he keep repping Texas and Dallas, he gonna get my support, one. And if the city don't support that, then, bro, the city ain't nobody in the city ain't trying to be successful, bro. So the only thing I can say X the Plug is to keep repping Texas and keep repping Dallas. The other stuff he got to figure out in his own, because you got his own team and people around him, you know, and that's how I feel about it.
Nah, definitely. Let me ask you, you know, Primetime Click, you know, Young Nation, and we asked you this in the last interview, and I'm just curious of, you know, do you regret it? We asked you, a lot of people don't know your hands that you had. Like you was a curator of a lot of music back then, but you didn't want to put your face in front of it.
Yeah.
Hindsight is always 20/20. Do you wish like back then you would have let people know like, nah, I'm the reason why this play is happening or this is happening? And again, why be so humble?
Bro, because I was always an artist, bro. Like I never, when Nation them came, like how I found about Nation was Q Smith. Q Smith was like, bro, it's these niggas in high school, they hot. He started playing their music. I liked it. These niggas was funny. They hit their own lingo. They hit their own everything, sound. I loved them niggas from the jump. He brought them over. I was staying at the Mosaic at the time. I had like the motherfucking penthouse shit, nigga, 2 floors. They came over, nigga. I had a studio, nigga. They recorded there, nigga. They ended up living with me, bro. Like these niggas was workaholics. They used my studio more than I used my studio because I was on the road a lot, and I was just like, these niggas making records. Like they and I just fell in love with their work ethic, bro, and how dope they was. So I did it for that reason. They recorded like the club rock, all them hits and shit, Pimp, all that shit was in my spot. So for me, it was just like, need some dope kids, bro. And I'm on the road, I'm touring, bro. Like I was a full-fledged artist. And see, I was able to have Q Smith and DJ Merc at the time. Yeah. So I had a system for them. So it was easy for me to bring them in and be like Q Smith and Merc or handle them. And you know what I'm saying? They're going to live at my spot, nigga. They're going to do what they do. They're going to use the studio way more than... I was on the road 6 days a week, bro. I was at my spot one day out the week, if anything. So, you know, Nation, Ace Boogie, they used to stay at my spot. You know what I'm saying? And shit, it was pretty much their spot, nigga. I pretty much end up giving it to Young Nation. But anyway, with that being said, for me, it was just that, bro. Like, I just had too much going on. I wasn't trying to be like, hey, nigga, I'm putting them on type shit. But I was there the whole way, nigga, like the whole time. It just, that wasn't what I was on. I wasn't trying to claim it like that.
Very humble.
Yeah.
I got to ask you about,
shout out to Nation too, man. Them niggas still fire, bro. Fame, B. Reed.
Oh, yeah, they're still fire. I think TikTok still be kind of pulling from,
them niggas,
that catalog.
Shit. They knew shit.
Yeah, they knew shit. They knew shit going.
I don't know why y'all niggas don't be. People don't not be trying to fuck with niggas. They knew shit is hard, bro. They knew shit. I don't know if y'all know, most of the worldwide sound is Nation, nigga. Like, all these niggas sounding like Nation.
Biggest
facts, you know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas influence, I would say, they was probably that's the other
even when I hear Johnniedamnd.
Hold on, I said this earlier. I fucked up. The only movements that Dallas can claim is the Dallas Boogie movement sound and Nation. Nation created a sound that the world takes, nigga, and that is 1,000% Nation sound, and they from Dallas. So, nigga, them the only two sounds and movements that we can say is our own and we can sign as and claim that shit and get, have ownership over. That's it, that's all.
DSR. Where would you put that sound at?
Come on, bro. Like, I done a million views DSR, so I come from DSR. So DSR, bro, is like, bro, and I'm glad you brought them up because Nation is third coming DSR. Yeah, I come from DSR. Like, nigga, like I started rapping. I jumped off the porch to actually rap because of DSR, because I seen niggas that I actually knew that was from Dallas, and I would see they was hanging with my big brothers and shit, and I would go to spots and see these niggas. That would make me be like, oh shit, nigga, you can actually do this shit and be from Dallas. So yeah, nigga, it's hard for me to, cause I think I done 6,000 interviews and everything I done spoke on DSR, bro. Like, they're definitely there. I'm talking about, all right, so DSR 2, yeah, when you talk about Tuck and Tom and Fat Bastard, them three, bro, them niggas is bro, way ahead of their time. And bro, that's how you get all of us, bro. So yeah, you right. I'm gonna say the DSR era and music and sound and style, and Tom's still working.
What about Pookie and Lucci?
Pookie and Lucci. Pookie and Lucci, bro, same thing, fam. When I was saying, like, this the only sound you can claim because this is the sound that's Sexyy Red got the #1 song out right now. It's #1, and it's right in our face, and that's some shit we can claim. But yeah, Pookie and Lucci, DSR, the Dallas Boogie, my shit in that era, and Nation is the sound that we can fully claim, bro. You put all that in one, that's what Dallas is, bro. So yeah, bro, like, yeah, shout out to Pookie Lucci, because them niggas still working, especially Lucci. I be seeing him all the time. He's still hard. Tom still working. You know what I'm saying? Tuck, yeah, bro, it's all here. Dallas got everything we need right now.
And when you drop Boys Getting Quiet, again, that was one of my proudest moments as far as, just that culture. That's bro. Like that motherfucker, like you said, in the lunchroom, being on the table and just freestyling.
That's what I want to see niggas doing, bro. Like, cause that's the shit. Now, see, that's some Texas shit, bro. Texas, we got our own shit, bro. Like, I just want to see everybody from Texas on that shit first. Even if you're from Houston, bro. Like,
come on now.
I like seeing Houston niggas on Houston shit. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing Texas niggas on Texas shit, bro. I don't know why the fuck we got so infatuated with the other markets. I don't know where that came from. That didn't come from me. That didn't come from DSR. That didn't come from Nation. That didn't come from Pookie and Lucci. None of these eras we was doing that. I don't know where niggas got to the point where they said, nigga, we like what Atlanta is doing better than Dallas and Memphis is doing and Chicago is doing. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, man, it's funny you saying that because
the internet. It's the internet.
I don't know where it came from. Like,
yeah, but nigga, the Texas shit always been on the internet. Like, how did niggas not go find the old Texas shit first? That's the part. Like, you right, it was the internet, but I guess niggas just jump to what's put in their face, bro, but they gotta stop because nobody's winning from that. Extra Plug is the newest nigga to win out of Texas, and guess what, nigga? Guess what he on? Some Texas shit for the most part.
Yes.
I'm telling you, the only way you can win from Dallas and from Texas is by being that first. And being that, it don't mean you can't fuck with other shit, bro, but you seeing the people who come out and win. Even when you talk about 3, Yella, Trap, and Yayo, they were some Dallas niggas and Fort Worth niggas. They got their own, you know what I'm saying? They didn't sound like these other niggas. So everybody who, myself, DSR, Pookie, everybody who done ever won from this city sounded like this city, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part. You know what I'm talking about? Like, when you talking about, so I don't know why niggas go the other way.
Would you say Dallas has a plague of bad management? Because I seen a lot. You see what I'm saying? You say this. I see a lot of situations that was fucked up due to bad management.
We never had good management.
It's like,
from an overall standpoint.
Like you said, when I see a nigga selling,
it been some cold niggas out here. Shout out to them Mood Swing. Shout out to Let me see who's some niggas who I can just say was just on some good management shit. It been some good management out here, bro. I ain't trying to leave nobody out. I've seen some shit, bro.
Because a nigga sell his catalog or sell his hit song. I'm like, what the?
That was terrible.
Yeah,
and the Superstar shit, bro, that had nothing to do with Dallas because he was from Killeen and his motherfucker that was managing him was from Killeen. Superstar do fit in the Dallas movement though because he broke out here. So don't get me wrong, nigga. We claim that nigga like he a Dallas nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't have his management. It wasn't a nigga from the city in Dallas that fucked up his shit, bro. Yeah. It was a nigga from Killeen. Shout out to Killeen because I fuck with Killeen. But yeah, nigga, Superstar was just in a weird situation at the time. We was young, bro. So you got to understand that too, though, nigga. Like that's why I ain't really mad about that or at Superstar, nigga. We was 2021 type shit, bro. 19. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah. You got to give y'all a little grace, you know what I'm saying? Able to make some mistakes.
Yeah, bro.
So I want to make sure we push what we need to push, man, because right now Ice Cream Paint Job 2 is the video that's out, is what we pushing. Yeah. You have a strand that you're selling. It's on a website or is it
man.
I know you put a phone number out there. Like, you got to call a phone number. Yeah.
So the phone number gonna become active a little later, but right now it's rogueshop.com, man. That's where you can get the flour at. We got the gummies. And see, we hitting everything. So let me explain the flour, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
And damn, I should have brought the fucking jar. Matter of fact, we're gonna add the picture in there.
Let's add. Yeah, we're gonna add the picture right there.
So it's all levels. We got the THCA shit, the shit you can sell legally. Here in Texas /CBD, we got the CBD shit you can sell legally. We got the real THC, the loud, the shit that you can't sell legally in Texas, but you can sell it in all the blue states. The goddamn Cali's and shit where it's legal. And we got the gummies. You know what I'm saying? And we got the oil. So all these variations gonna be dropping at different times. You know what I'm saying? So right now we got the THCA out because we can sell that right here in Texas. And we got the gummies out right now. And then we got the THC dropping on 420. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere.
That shit put you to sleep or does it get you? What is it?
Listen, bro. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, you should have brought some samples, man.
I know. You know what? I'm gonna let y'all. I got a care package coming for y'all, bro.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, I got y'all, bro. So I'm gonna tell y'all, how I'm doing this shit. It's on some health shit too. So one of my strands is about a sleep aid. Let's say you at the crib, you trying to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep good. You trying to sleep good and sleep throughout the night. Yeah. One of the strands is for that. You know what I'm saying? It's sleep aid. It's like anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory. You know what I'm saying? It's basically a health type situation. You know what I'm saying? We got one strain for that. Then we got the strain that if you want to just be on some, you want to get high, you trying to be on some loud, what real smokers really want. Yeah. We got that. You know, you got people who don't smoke and they like gummies and just want to feel good and they got that body high. You got the gummies.
Oh, man.
And then we got the CBD that's just straight medical. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, we got the whole thing, bro. And I'm gonna lay y'all with the care packages. And we releasing everything slowly so we can get it around to everything, yeah. Oh, but we in a good stride. But shout out to Rogue Shop, rogueshop.com, ROGUE. You know what I'm saying? You can get the strain from there, and that's where we're gonna be selling it from.
Now, we wouldn't be doing it justice if we didn't get your take on the Diddy situation.
Oh man,
we wouldn't be doing it justice, man. You've been at a few celebrity basketball games. You've been around celebrities. You see that? You've been. I don't know if have you been in the Diddy parties? Have you got invited?
Diddy is in my Get Big remix.
Oh, see, God damn it, man! God damn it, Diddy in the Get Big remix.
I ain't never been to no Diddy house party, nothing like that. But you know, I've been to like the Diddy World Star parties and BET Awards and like the public parties where at the club and everybody was there. I ain't never been to a private party. But with that being said, bro, like Diddy is I'm gonna speak on the good shit that I know about Diddy,
please
bro.
Do, yeah.
He's I don't know where the fuck everybody done came in. I mean, Diddy was a likable nigga in our culture. Like, he was a nigga everybody like. I don't know when this nigga turned into the villain to everybody like.
Yeah, my nigga Rook said because he's not speaking. He's like, Rook was like, won't he just speak on some shit?
Well, I mean, he probably, it's obviously a reason, but it's crazy because I'm gonna say this. I don't know what people been victimized and this and that. I can't speak on that.
we don't condone that.
I'm gonna speak on the other side. First of all, Diddy always been a likable nigga in the hip hop culture. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know where that hate come from. The experiences that I've ever encountered with Diddy were all positive. You know what I'm saying? They was just came to my video shoot. He was in the song. He had big club parties in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? At clubs and public places. He was just always radio station. We here at K104. All this shit is on the internet. You can YouTube this shit. It was just always love, and like the nigga was just showing love as far as some music shit. Yeah. I never seen anything that led me astray to thinking Diddy was on some other shit. Now I don't know what niggas do behind closed doors, so I can't speak on that. But I will say this, bro. The only experiences I've ever seen of Diddy was just on some the shit y'all seen. He was a party nigga that put music shit together, that made shit happen, and was on some big mogul shit, billionaire type moves. That's all I ever seen from Diddy. And then all of a sudden, niggas turning on him for whatever reason.
Would you say the higher shit gets, the higher you go up in your career, where the shit starts happening? Is that a thing, or?
Well, yeah, I would say when you get, the higher you get, the more you start disconnecting from what people say from people, and it just automatically seems like you can't be this successful without being on some fuck shit, which I think is weird. Like, niggas work, like Jay-Z, for example. Nigga, Jay-Z is a dope rapper. Like, he really make hit records. He really got Beyonce, and they really did what they did. It makes sense for him to be in that position. That ain't easy to do, bro. So I'm saying that to say, Diddy, same thing when it comes to the success part, bro. They just did so much. Let me tell you the first experience I had with Diddy when he came to Dallas during All-Star Weekend, bro. Like, he came to All-Star Weekend. You know, he came to a club. He was outside, nigga. He was doing the social media shit. He had his cameraman, and the whole time he was just working. He was just like with his camera guy, and he was just like, man, nigga, I'm finna do some. He was doing content, what everybody doing now, but he was doing it before social media. And I was just like, damn, this nigga he was just working. And I'm just like, this nigga a billionaire. So I was just like, he wasn't on no sit back, chill. I'm Diddy, I'm a mogul. I don't gotta do this shit because I'm a billionaire. He was on some shit like, nigga, what you think about? He was showing me his camera shit. What you think about this? You think this is shit I put out? So man, the main thing I seen was a nigga working that was a billionaire. So I'm like, damn, niggas LeBron James really be in the gym like that. Nigga, he ain't LeBron James because he wanna be LeBron. That nigga work every fucking day. The shit that niggas don't wanna do. So the people y'all be seeing that be like that, most of them, I ain't gonna say all, most of them really, bro, their whole life is that. So it makes sense to be that. And for some reason, people can't understand or why some people just, he a billionaire, so he gotta be doing some Illuminati shit or some this and that. It's like, nah, the nigga really just whole life is dedicated to doing the shit he doing. So, and I can't speak against the shit if it's allegations, I can't speak on that. I'm just talking about from my perspective.
Know. So I'm just curious, do you feel like, you know, us as black people, should we fly so close to the sun? Because it seems like the higher we get, they will inevitably try to bring us down. It just seems like that's the way it's set up. Like, we try to get to this point where, hey, we got $1 billion. I'm gonna buy a bank. It seems like, man, like, nah.
We just gotta understand, bro. You gotta do the shit the right way. You gotta do it the organic way. You can do that. If you getting handouts from somebody, you can't ever turn on them. I think some niggas do that. I think some niggas get powerful and they realize or they forget that it's people that help them get powerful, and then they turn on them and think that they ain't gonna get repercussions from it. Yeah. So you can't do that. That ain't got nothing to do with race. Right. Yeah. Those people want to show. Yeah. That's just morals. Like, you can't do that with nobody. Like, if some niggas help you do some shit, you can't ever turn on them, whether they white, black, green, Mexican, Asian, whatever the fuck you want. It's gonna be repercussions. And some niggas do that. I don't know why niggas do that, but I think that happened a lot. And then, but nah, niggas should. But then on the flip side, you got niggas that will fly high to the sun and be worried about what other people that ain't even trying to fly high is thinking and doing, and they shouldn't do that. You just gotta be in your own space if you're gonna do that. So it's a combination of figuring that part out, bro. You know, niggas, sometimes niggas do be biting the hand that feed them, and that ain't got nothing to do with no race shit, bro. That just got to do with you biting the hand that feeds you, bro. God damn. Yeah, you can't do that.
Man, before we get out of the road, I just got to ask you, man, in your success and your fame and everything you learned in this game, what is something that, you know, you would probably have done differently with everything you know now? From the start of your career at PV, just trying to make hits inside the room, you know what I'm saying? what would you have done differently if if you could put a finger on it?
I would have made sure Superstar didn't sell that motherfucking song.
Yeah, shit. that motherfucker was a hit.
That's all,
that
bro.
That was a hit.
Hey, I would have put more energy into telling Superstar, bro. Like, bro, I would have put more energy into not letting it happen. That's it. Because everything else, bro, needed to happen. Yeah. And like even that, because like I say, bro, Superstar is dope, bro. And then we made a hit record and it was already a hit. I would just put more energy into not letting him sell that fucking song. That's the only thing I could say now is a regret.
What he said in his interview, and I'll let you rebuttal, he said, I feel like if I didn't sell the song, it may not have been as big as it was. If Hurricane Chris didn't do it.
That is the craziest thing.
He said it.
Yeah,
is that him not believing in himself or believing in the song? Or?
That's the wildest thing that he said. Because it was already, bro, the hardest thing to do is to make a song big in a major market. And nigga, we had two, Dallas and Houston, and it's even harder to get, bro, Dallas and Houston, it's hard getting shit. We from here, but it's hard getting shit popping here. So the fact that we had Dallas and Houston and Oklahoma City and everything else, I don't know why he thought that. He was a week, I'm gonna say this, bro. He was literally probably a month away from getting probably a $500,000 deal from a major label just by waiting it out. He was probably a month away. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a month away and got a nice deal, and my record wasn't even as big as Walk That Walk wasn't as big. I didn't get signed for Ice Cream Paint Job till later. We did an album deal for that. I got signed for Walk That Walk, and it was nowhere near where Halle Berry was, and that happened a month afterwards. So it was just a waiting game.
I feel like he got strong armed.
He did. It didn't, and once again, I'm glad you said that because it wasn't Superstar making his decision, bro. I remember the niggas that was around him, bro. It was at least 4 niggas around him that was just in his ear, him being young and them being older and just like influencing him. But to answer your question, I had so much of my own shit going on that I still probably wouldn't have did it, but the only thing I would have did was, nigga, I would have kidnapped Superstar, bro. Like, and I'm like, bro, you ain't selling this song, bro.
Because Sexyy Red is out here right now.
Bro,
and it was y'all 3 songs. If it was y'all 3 songs, it was just us. We can sit back and live our days.
Yeah, and I'm gonna show you that paperwork where the real original paperwork of Halle Berry is just 3 niggas. It's me, Q Smith, and Superstar. God. That's it, that's all.
Well, there you go, man. Well, you already know what it is, man. Another goddamn classic, man. This is like a goddamn history lesson because we can't know where we're gonna go until we know where we've been. Yeah. And Dorrough, you kind of one of the guys for the past, almost 2 decades, been just really putting it down. So first and foremost, man, we thank you for even sharing your time with us and giving us these stories because it's all about setting the record straight, if anything, man. If not, there's 3 sides to every story. We got to get yours. So we definitely appreciate you coming through and giving us the game. So for those that do want to get at you, get the strands, get the flower, follow you on IG, make sure they Instagram. Tap in. Tell them how to get at you. Tell them how to get at all the little social medias and YouTubes and all that.
Instagram and Twitter is what I'm on. 6'3" Instagram, SIX3. Dorrough Music on Twitter, Dorrough Music on YouTube, and DorroughMusic.com. And to get the strain, roadshop.com. That's where you get the weed at. But you can also channel through my social media. It'll lead you there. So yeah.
We're gonna put in the description too.
We got to promote, man. I'm mad I didn't bring the jar with me. It's actually in the car.
We're gonna throw a picture up, man.
My shorty was supposed to bring it up, but she forgot. So
any shout outs you want to get?
But we're gonna slide that in the
we're gonna slide.
We're gonna slide it in. Yeah.
Any shout outs you want to give, man? Just go around.
I want to shout out to the city of Dallas, bro. I'm on y'all head right now because we all taking the L right now, but right now I just want to shout out to the whole city because it's the city time to make these moves and take everything to the next level. But it start with being on our own shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? This Sexyy Red situation is actually an opportunity. Even after the fact that they done shot it the way they shot it, it's still an opportunity to paint the picture to the world what really went on because that came from the Dallas Boogie energy. And we seeing that in 2024, the Dallas Boogie energy and sound is #1, and we ain't getting no credit for it.
Yeah, let's. What should they go on Sexyy Red's IG page and tag? What should they tag? 6'3"?
Hashtag. Put hashtags Dallas music or hashtags Dallas Boogie.
Yeah.
That's it.
Y'all go flood Sexyy Red shit up whenever y'all see this.
Because I don't think Sexyy Red, no. Shout out to Sexyy Red. Sexyy Red, come tap in with Dallas.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you right. We know you, obviously you didn't know the history of it. So we ain't even tripping like that, but that's some Dallas shit. 1,000%.
We're going to put you on game, man. Well, there you go, man. We already got him in the building, man. 6'3" himself, man. Dorrough Music, man. Mr. Ice Cream Paint Job. Part 2 out right now, man. You already know what it is. He's on the couch once again. And we got to say it, man. You are a real life street star. We salute that shit. Let go.
Shout out real street stars, nigga. Move. Hey.